Yeah. Scared of who? Scared of what? Sex in the top bunk. Y'all got me fucked up. 2 chains on and they swing like nunchucks. Just that little shit that happened, nigga. I've been on one. Scared of who? Scared of what? Sex in the top bunk. Y'all got me fucked up. 2 chains on and they swing like nunchucks. Since that little shit that happened, nigga, I've been on one. Yeah, I got the blood like the Lakers. I get the white gold. If I die today, hey, bury me with my ice on. Hold on like a street light, baby, I'm ice cold. Last niggas see me, they both ran like a snotty nose. Up it, then break up with it, dump it and get it gone. It's on D&D or I'm shot calling when on the phone. Shorty want my sauce out the pan, baby just want the bone. I've been dripping sauce in them VVS is the name of stone. Nigga, if it's beef, I welcome it all. I ain't bowling shit, fuck I live like sparing y'all. Both chains clanking, nuts hanging, I'm a dog. Get off my dick, next exit, ain't no more room on my balls. Bitch, I'm raw, I walk it and talk it, you better listen. See me, I'm coming up, and you just gon' come up missing. I ain't finished, cause I move militant, I'm a menace, you don't get it. That shit that you talking, nigga, I did it. Cause I just caught them whoopers up, you know they get the bill and shit. If I got my jury on that, yeah, on me every trip. I ain't heard them yellow candies, I ain't heard a peep. I'm a dog off the leash, out of gelling on the street. Round of applause, yeah, we get the clapping shit. Hundreds all through it, not on the front and the back of it. Index, pinky, thumb, nigga, yeah, I'm on my acting shit. I love this nigga's baby mama, guess who about to crack the bitch? Scared of who? Scared of what? Sex in the top bunk. Y'all got me fucked up. 2 chains on and they swing like nunchucks. Since that little shit that happened, nigga, I've been on one. Scared of who? Scared of what? Sex in the top bunk. Y'all got me fucked up. 2 chains on and they swing like nunchucks. Since that little shit that happened, nigga, I've been on one. Hey. Listen, we got the Discord going right now. Get up in the Discord. It's going right now. If you want to call in, ask some questions. Mungia got his ass smoked in there. Yeah, that's what was going on. That's what happened. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen to anybody. There's no need to trip. It happened. It's real boxing. It's real boxing, bro. Charles Conwell chopped a man up. Chopped a man. Chopped him. Did you see it? Defense is the name of the game. Yes, they are mad. They can be mad all they want, but hey, it happens. How many knockouts did dude have? If he had over 15 knockouts, I don't know why. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Like, not everybody is out here playing. Mungia, that was a good fight, but he needs to improve on his defense. You know, he needs to improve on his defense, improve on the defense side of things. I put the Discord in the John. Get on the Discord if you want to ask a question. We live right now on the Discord. They can hear it.
He said his niggas, yeah, they mad, but it don't matter. You got cooked. You got cooked. You got cooked. And it happens. It happens. How that volume? How's that volume? Lo said, I heard niggas say stupid things like Canelo can't punch just cause main man cooked out Mungia, Jaime and Canelo didn't. It's called getting hit. Oh no, dude was a puncher. Dude was a puncher. What's up with Khaled? What's up with Khaled in here? Khaled,
what up, bro?
Khaled is in the Discord. The Discord is in the chat. If you want to get it, if you want to ask a question, just get on the Discord. You can come in the chat, ask you a question. Khaled, you got some questions?
Hell yeah. I got one about Charles Conwell. Did you see? Did you watch the whole fight? Or you just say? You just
No. All right, Conwell. Listen, I sent my nigga Aaron $13, and he ordered the zone, and because it was 26, and we got it cooking. Conwell cooked him.
Yes. Worked him out in there, bro. Worked him out. He was in. See, look, this be my thing, bro. When motherfuckers be talking to me about a Shakur Stevenson, and I'm like, yo, like, cause Shakur was doing kind of similar movements. Oh, my bad. He was doing kind of similar movements in his last fight, but Conwell was flipping shit, catching shit, letting the right hand go, pivoting. He stayed in that pocket. He was letting that inside work go. That's what the skill be, bro. Like, that's what skill look like to me, bro. Like, that's what it is.
No, listen. That skill is what skill looks like to everybody. Like, that's skill, bro.
Yeah.
Roger Mayweather said it. Boxing is about skills. And it's the crazy part. My nigga Lamont Quarterman, who I trained, called me and was like, bro, he was on some shit you was on. Niggas don't know. That's how I trained myself to fight in that style. Because I was crazy, dumb Pernell slick on the footwork, ass getting out of there, jumping around, doing different shit. That Ohio shit. No, I start understanding, damn, I need to break niggas down on that inside. Like, this shit, this really how you, and that's when I start practicing it. And that's just regular boxing, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was good work in there, bro. He was in there working in there, bro. It was good. And the way he went, he took his time. Niggas was in there booing him a little bit. He was like, no, I'm finna break him down still. I'm gonna break him, I'm gonna work his body out, work this shit out, then I'm gonna stop him. And now you're stopped brutally. Cause you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. We ain't in there playing with the food and all that. Hey, who you think, like, he was calling out Virgil Ortiz and all that. I think he probably need to knock off like another guy or two in there, like Virgil needed have a belt, but they both on Golden Boy. How you think that fight is going? Virgil Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz, I think Conwell beat the shit out of Virgil Ortiz because his skill set is based in his defense as a shorter fighter. I know.
You heard me, bro?
Hold on.
Oh shit, bro.
Hold on, y'all. My John on mute. Damn, my bad, blood. My John wouldn't unmute, like it was froze.
Nah, you good, bro. How you think that fight will go?
I think, I mean, like, far as I know, I would say that Conwell beat the shit out of Virgil because Virgil he ain't gonna be able to keep him up. This is the thing, bro. As an Olympian, he was an Olympian, so that means he was better than him in the amateurs. And he's strong. He be in shape. He wrestles as conditioning, and then he be boxing. He's so calm in there. If Virgil is not calm and get to doing all that weird shit, he's gonna get smoked. He has to have a game plan, a good jab. He has to know how to go to the body. Virgil didn't look calm in there against Boachuk. And then the people that Conwell called out after his fight let me know that he's ready to. He was like, man, I want to fight Fundora. I want to fight this guy. And then when he was coming, like, I know why he want to fight them. Because he been in there with tall niggas and he comfortable now. Like that fight you just seen him fight is like a fight, like a what you would call a breakout performance because of his resolve and calmness. It's not a breakout performance due to the opponent. It's due to how calm he was in that bitch. He didn't even care about the boos. Then he stopped. Listen, bro, when he was fighting, I was like, damn, he really doing some Jake LaMotta shit. If you watch Jake LaMotta's highlights and watch Conwell, you'll see the similarities. And then he literally stopped him how I seen Jake LaMotta stop somebody with hooks, all hooks, on some Roy Jones shit. It just wasn't pop, 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 but it was boom, 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 boom. And that's literally old school boxing, bro. Fucked him up. Listen, he'll beat you. He's the best 54 pounder. I want to see him get some work with Bud.
Bud ain't gonna do that. Wait, so how do you think him and Charlo? Well, Charlo, we gotta see Charlo.
Yeah, that's what me and Aaron was talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cook.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, yeah, I want to see Charlo come back, but I want to see like Charlo get a scrap first before I ask Charlo to come back. Because I mean, he said he's coming back, but I gotta see how he looks.
Listen, dog, 54 Charlo. The little Charlo, the little Charlo, he was different. That was against Canelo. Well, I don't know if he's gonna be that same way against Charles Conwell because he might not give Conwell the same respect as Canelo mentally because he like, man, this nigga ain't about to do what Canelo did. You know what I mean? Until he get in there and see, yes, he is gonna kind of do that. That has to be seen. But as far as him getting in there with Virgil Ortiz, I think he'll beat up Virgil Ortiz, bro. His skill, look, just look at the skills.
Mm-hmm.
Like they skills, how they defend. I would like to see Charles Conwell with Boachu.
Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a name. Like he need like a name like that, like in order to like kind of move a few more casuals and just a few more hardcores on them. Because right now they just kept him active. He fought 3 times this year. He was stopping niggas in the first round. He's fucking niggas up. But it's like he need to get like a good ranked guy, maybe somebody ranked higher than him. You know what I'm saying? Like he need that, you know. And then like one more of those. Then it's like, yo, nah, like I need a title shot. Like 2025 is like another stoppage of a name guy, and then we look to get a title shot and like a title like eliminator or something. So yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, yo, 168 just got shook up last night. I know you seen Jaime get stopped. Got his shit run. Got his shit knocked out. What you think about that? If you watched the fight?
That I didn't watch that whole fight, but I can already tell you how that fight went because Jaime be throwing combinations, and he a heavy puncher for real. So you gotta be, you gotta be good defensively. And dude was keeping his hands up good, and Jaime dropped dude, but then dude got called Jaime, and Jaime's defense is not the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. He was in there he dropped him, and then he kind of got a little lax in there. He didn't look focused. He was kind of in there playing a little bit, bro. Like he was in there, sometimes it be them hometown.
I was just about to say that. Like that, he was at home. Bro, listen, I'm gonna say this. Thinking you could do what like Canelo and Floyd and them niggas be doing, that is not easy, bro. You gotta think when you at home, dog. Listen, you don't know how many people was calling Boots' phone. Like it's very stressful. Like, and then some people just don't care that you box. Like they still like my nigga A be going through that shit, dog. And that's why now when I'm in position as coaching, now the moment I hear my nigga's phone doing too much, blood, I'ma just start fucking up everything. Like, hey, blood, get off the phone. We got fights. We don't have time for that. I'm not trying to hear it. You disrupting peace, and I'm not losing. It's about me and my man coming out safe. We get it safe. And now I'm telling him that now niggas is starting to feel it. Like, no, bro, he needs to go like this. Like, cause niggas need their peace while they boxing. And that'd be the thing, bro. You gotta know how to block niggas out. Tyrone Legacy was good. Trill Hill 7714 was good. Miles Austin, yes, sir. I finally saw the footage of Troy A.K. Hamza. Death, congrats. I don't even know what footage you talking about, Miles. If anybody, I just got that bell going off. Just in case. Man, you got something to say? Hello? You got to mute your John, blood. Yeah, so.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hey, them hometown fights were different. Did you see the Rocha and the Curel shit? They were just in that bitch scrapping. They was in that bitch just letting their hands go. That was a war. That was a draw. You don't really need too many of those in your career, but yeah, he was in that bitch. They was in that bitch scrapping, throwing everything in that bitch. You seen that fight or like the highlights of that?
Yeah, I seen the highlights, Khaled. You talking about the Jaime Mungia joint?
No. I'm talking about like Alexa Rocha. So.
Oh no, I seen it. I was watching that too. That was a good draw. I knew he was gonna have problems with dude because dude was dude was tall, and you can't box a tall fighter going backwards, and dude was using the jab coming. Listen, bro, this shit is so simple. If a tall fighter is using the jab coming forward, you're gonna have problems because you're the shorter fighter. You can't go backwards and slip backwards because his jab is already keeping you at bay. So how you gonna draw him in to counter when he's using his jab to stay in range? So he never gonna break that distance because he coming forward, backing you up, hitting you with the end of shots. And that's what dude was doing, throwing combinations, and dude to be backing straight up and him be going pop, 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 hitting him with hard shots. And then dude was trying to box coming forward, but Rocha can't box coming forward. He can't.
So as like a shorter guy, like your only way to like deal with the tall fighter is you gotta be moving your head, dabbing in, slipping in, catching shit, moving in, trying to make it an inside fight.
Yes, sir.
Like take the reins. Okay.
Yes, sir. Because that's just boxing. That is a part of the construct of boxing as a whole. I didn't watch old school. Listen, blood. When you watch a nigga like James Toney on the inside, nigga, he boxing a nigga's ears off on the inside. He really boxing his ears. He fainting and he slipping and he doing what Conwell boxed the nigga's ears off brutally. That's what it looked like. That's what the sweet science looked like for your height. He not complaining that the niggas is tall or nothing. He's short, bro. This is the thing. My fighter, Lamont Quarterman, fought him, bro. He fought the nigga. And that's when I was like, damn. I'm like, he ain't fighting me, sparred him. I'm like, Lamont, you ain't ever tell me you sparred, cuz? He like, yeah, bro, I sparred the nigga. He do that shit how you kind of teach boxing. He was like, bro, he on you from round 1 to round 4 in his range. Throwing hard, like, and he was like, he don't throw everything hard. Hamza, he can't be mixing up his power, and then he'll be waiting you out, slipping shit, and then he'll throw a stiff one to your body. And I was like, yeah, he be doing that shit. Because when you the shorter fighter, bro, that's how these niggas can't, you got to get close. How you going to box a nigga? You going to be hopping in and out and run into some shit? Bro, that's not real boxing. That's not.
Yeah, bro. I see that, bro. You know what's crazy? It's funny that you brought up James Toney. I believe we're just watching James Toney, Michael Nunn, and James Toney, Mike McCollin won. That Michael Nunn fight was insane.
No, they was working.
They was in that bitch working, bro, working out. And the Mike McCollin at 154 was different from Mike McCollin at like 160, and he was older in them fights too, but he was still in that ball working, though. He was still in that joint working for stuff. That's why it was a draw. But y'all see what you're saying, bro. Like, you got to definitely get in there, head moving. Conwell had good head moving. He was pivoting. He was catching shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. See, that's what boxing looked like coming forward.
Yeah.
That's all.
It was calculated.
It was calculated. That's calculated boxing coming forward, y'all. For everybody in the chat, for everybody on the John, you gotta hit the Discord, get up in here, pause, and we could you could cook, you could talk if you got questions, and then we could just break down the science. But that's what it looked like. Like we didn't all seen the Ali's, the Sugar Ray Robinsons off the back foot. See, this shit be freezing up, and it's weak. Like, there we go. I got it now. So now I know what to do. So, but yeah, when you really boxing coming forward and you got a high skill set, that's what it looks like. And that's real boxing, bro. He didn't try to box him on the outside. That's why Devin Haney didn't look good. Because he don't know how to box coming forward. That's why Boots don't look good. He don't know how to box coming forward. Shoo don't know how to fight coming forward. Anytime you get in there with somebody taller, you got to know how to get on Sugar Ray Leonard. You see how he got with Tommy Hearns the first fight? He had to start boxing coming forward, hands up, catch a punch and slip it, dig it to the guts, coming over top, coming up under. You know what I'm saying? Walking the nigga down. But people don't know Sugar Ray Leonard, one of his favorite fighters is Joe Frazier because he was an Olympian too. And Sugar Ray Leonard was an Olympian in the 70s. And Joe Frazier could box. So, and Sugar Ray Leonard first started boxing like Joe Frazier in the amateurs. He talked about it. Then he started watching Sugar Ray Robinson and Sugar Ray Leonard. So he automatically had two styles. Niggas don't know that he my favorite fighter. I used to be wondering why he was so good at looping shots. And he was like, and then they showed all Sugar Ray Leonard amateur fights was on TV. I don't know why. I need to talk to him at the Boxing Expo because I need to know why was his amateur fights on TV. But a lot of his amateur fights was on TV, and that's why he was so famous. By the time he got to the pros, niggas knew who he was. So when he went to the Olympics, them shits was on TV. And niggas was like, that's right. So, but then his style was different. He started getting two styles, and that's why he was smoking shit.
When you shadow boxing, what's like good drills that you would do to like practice on coming forward and like doing that type of shit? Like how would you work on that if you training a guy? How would you work on that? Like shadow boxing and shit.
First, I tell niggas how to slip the shots coming forward. And then we just work on it. Like, and I tell them why you do it like this. Because a lot of the coaches that I see, they hey man, hold on 1 second, Callie. Y'all niggas gotta hit the like button or hit my Cash App. Y'all niggas is tripping in this chat, in the John, like in the YouTube John. Like y'all not hitting the like button. Is y'all high or something? Just let me know if the kush is too powerful. Just let me know, bro. Because y'all not moving how y'all usually move. And it's looking shaky, baby. But yeah, I'll say this. When I coach, because I don't want to focus on anybody else when I'm explaining, because niggas be like, make it seem like I'm comparing and all of that, and that's not the case. The case is, when I'm coaching, I say, listen, if you slip a jab and you standing still, how do you slip it coming forward? So that means you will have to slip it, take a step. That's not what I'm saying. There we go. There we go. Let's see who hit the Cash App real quick. See, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. My man Khaled Crosby with the $5. See, he on the Discord and he doing two things at once.
He funny as hell.
He doing two things at once. That's omnipresent. He on Cash App and the Discord. He everywhere at one time. In Egypt or Kemet, that's Osiris. OS means open, and iris is your eye. That's the Greeks. Seer means golden body. Sar. Au, if you look on the periodic table, that's gold. So that's why his name is Old Sword. He's talking about the golden body. That's why it's all about gold. It resonates the most electricity out of any metal, and it doesn't oxidate. My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. Now listen, when you showing niggas how to slip, so nigga won't oxidate their brain with a shot, you gotta step forward. Now, if you throw a right hand and you turn your body when you throw the right hand, that means if boxing is slipping and punching has to be one and the same. I know this is you gotta really think about what I'm saying. When you throw a fundamental two, that's the same way you slip the two. So like you slip the jab, you squat, you step forward. When they throw the two, it's like you will be throwing a two. You step, square your body up, and like you throw a two, you step forward. Then when you go to slip the jab, you put the shoulder back in front, squat back down, step. You're actually progressing forward because every time you slip a two or throw a two, you have to step up with your back foot as you throw it. I know you just heard that. I'm stepping with the two. Those things have to be practiced first before you even start slipping shots. And then you have somebody stand in front of you doing it slow when you slip in a double jab. Slip, slip. Keep stepping. And then they got to get comfortable doing it. Because in their mind, they're like, yeah, he throwing a shot at me, but he not really trying to hit me. When the nigga's really trying to hit me, it's not. And then you automatically trying to do some other shit that's not what I told you to do because you don't think it really works like that. But it really does. And that's the part when you training niggas for a living and when you on the boxing voice, it's different when you training a child. You dealing with a clean slate. A grown man just seen niggas get stopped and slept and blew out, paused and all of that. They don't give a fuck what you talking about till they master it themselves and really be like, oh. And that's how I teach. Because I'll be like throwing the jab and I'll be having them a jab. And then when they jabbing, I'll be like, hey, listen, when you catch the jab, you put the hand in front of the chin and then you put it back on the side of the cheek to automatically catch the hook. That's how it works. You do not jab with your hand in front because you have no momentum to catch the jab. Your hand, if you're a right-hander, your right hand is on the side it's like you open your hand up and you put it on the side of your jawline on the tip. And when you catch the jab, you put it in the front of your chin, in the front of your nose and face. Then you put it back on the side. So when a hook comes, you catch it automatically. Because the jab is not thrown, it's thrown constantly, but it's always put back in the holster. So you don't catch them with the right hand throwing a lazy jab. This is regular boxing talk, fundamental. So when they catching it, catch the jab. As soon as I be touching them, catch the jab. And then they start trying to anticipate. As soon as they throw the jab, I'll hook them upside their head. Then I'm like, you see? But I don't hit them hard. I just do it quick. And they be like, oh, shit. And I'll be like, you see why you got it? You're not. Listen, bro. I don't make these fucking rules up. I'm only saying that because the hand is quicker than the eye. I'm not lying. It's 10 in here and it's 10 life. When you add that 20 together, 2 and 0 is 2. That's the omniscience of God. Thoughts, feelings, and actions manifest. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions manifest the word of God in response to the word of God, you will have a peace that nothing can challenge. And God's spirit will flow through your being. That's like one of the principles of the metal nectar on the Kabbalah, number 2. And his name is Thoth, but his real name is Te, which means atoms in essence, Hu, which is brilliant spirit, and Ti means dual on the spiritual and physical realm. So just think about that. Like these things have to be, there are laws in place in boxing, and you have to mentally understand them. You got to watch the tape. Don't nobody just be walking around in boxing. Some of them do, but when they do, they head be off to the side. so they can catch the jab. Their head is squatted down off to the side. And then they jab hand, old Rocky Marciano. And then they rolling in, and then their head come back to the side of their face off the rolling. You got to watch the tape, blood. I watch a lot of tape. So, yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, these guys are not teaching the craft in its purest form by teaching the fundamentals and slowing it down. My bad. And slowing the fundamentals down for people to see and articulate through their practices. Like you gotta slow this shit down. Like, nigga, I busted my nigga. Listen, the nigga Aaron then got me up off the couch talking about professional and teaching and coaching again. Nigga, I busted his fucking pack on the mix. When the nigga got to step in like this, spread your feet. Bang, oh no, I'm done. No, you not. He tried to walk off on me on the fucking mitts. Why we see that's the thing. Niggas be talking shit, but then when my nigga tried to walk off on me. Like, all right, that's it. I'm done. No, the fuck you not. You're just fine. Everything is wrong. You're optimally running. Now it's time to sit down. Now spread your feet. Now move your head side to side and turn your shoulders as you slip. Now go down. And then when you get tired, you start making mistakes, fatiguing. Your head start coming forward a little bit. Open yourself. No, bring your head back side to side. It has nothing to do with being better than nobody. It's just about learning the shit the right way. That's it. That's all we here for. That's all we fucking here for. If you're not here for that, you're going to get your ass smoked out this bitch. I just happen to be the guy that watched the tape and can see it, articulate it. That's how my eye and shit work, bro.
When you slip in that double jab, so like because you just said that you slip, you know what I'm saying? Like you slip back and all that when the jab coming. So you can slip back and then like still move forward. Are you kind of rolling forward, or you just kind of stepping as you slipping? Like somebody throw the jab and you slip. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm about to show you. Hold on. I'm about to show you. Like, all you do is this. If you back here, if you slip a jab, bang, you slip the jab. Now, even though you can't see my feet, watch how I get close to the joint. Slip. I just stepped. You heard my foot. Watch how I slip the right hand when it comes, because I slipped the jab. My head right here. He think my head's still there. Nope, my head right here now, the right hand over there. Now watch, when he get ready to throw my jab, because the head right here, nope, I slip back up under that bitch. Now look how close I am to the phone. Now he gonna throw another shot. Then I'm gonna slip it like this. Look, I'm slipping back in. Boom. Look how close I am. Because as I'm slipping, I'm walking. Now look, I'm slipping the jab going backward. Now I'm slipping the right going backward. Slipping the jab. See how I'm running in the shit? I'm slipping, going backward. That's the motion. You right here. If I'm right here and the jab is coming, bang, I slip it. It come right over my shoulder right there. I can go bang. I can stab him. I can stab up. I can shoot look how I shoot the right left hand. See how I shoot the left hand? That's how you slip it. That's how you do it. And like that, and that's a part where people just be wanting to do things their way, and that's not it. You don't have your own way. You got to do it the way that the fundamentals are based. There's fundamentals to do to everything, and niggas don't be knowing them. And that's what I be teaching them. And every time I'm teaching them, it don't matter who watching. They be like, they just be looking and shaking their head like, hey, bro, you got some. Like, this is the crazy part. I was coaching my nigga in sparring yesterday, and then he was like, damn, you got game. You telling him some shit. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Nigga, I got sparring on me busting your shit on my phone. Like, what the fuck is, like, bro, what? I just ignored it and kept coaching my fighter. Because it's just like, instead of just realizing you don't know your shit for real, you would just say, well, damn, I didn't know he could coach like that. When you've been knowing me the whole time I'm in the Bay and you knew that was my job. I never had no other fucking job. I taught boxing classes. The shit is crazy. Scared of who, scared of what, sex on the top bunk, you got me fucked up. That's my point. Like, that's why I play that, because it, excuse my language, it didn't make any sense. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm telling him the right thing. I know how to coach. I've been doing this shit. I've been working corners. Like, I've been working niggas' corners. Niggas always out here in the Bay. You're like, hey, bud, you think you could work my corner for this professional fight with my other coach? Because you got a good eye. This is the crazy part. The nigga Lugo that I fought, I worked the corner against somebody who fought him. And then one time I was coaching somebody on the amateur side, and the coach that was coaching Lugo came to my gym and was like, hey, bro, you don't remember me? Like, is something wrong? And I'm like, no, who? He was like, I'm the guy who coached Lugo. I'm like, oh, snap, my bad, bro. I didn't know. Like, I didn't see you in the corner. I paid y'all niggas, I wasn't paying no attention. I was in a certain type of trance. He like, hey, bro, I want to say you whooped his ass. Like, you the real deal, bro. He was coaching another kid at this time. He was coaching another kid at the gym, and he was sparring somebody. He was like, man, yeah, you really whooped his ass. I'm like, damn, bro, I appreciate that. That was a good fight. When you see Lugo, tell him I said he was real good, bro. He had a good Mexican style. It taught me a lot. You know what I mean? Like, people don't get that. Like, that it's a science in a style. So you got to really know what you're doing. Like, you got to have, and then you got to be able to switch your style up. Shake Johnson said, what's good, Clean? Glad to hear. I'm going to hit the Discord later. I'm going to join. I'm at the job right now. Yeah, Shake Johnson, get up in there. Yeah, niggas out here, and that's the thing. And not to ruin our breakfast or lunch, but it's just niggas out here in the Bay. Some of their sons have watched me and wanted to like see how I've been moving with this shit. And then they want their sons to kind of be defensively and have that shit like I got, but then they not willing to come to me and do it. They think they can do it. And that's not it. You was about to cook, Kyler, go ahead.
Hey, I was just gonna ask you how the sparring went yesterday. I know you had Dion gonna be in Border Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, how the sparring go yesterday? What did y'all work on and all that?
We work on the same thing every time, like moving your head, catching punches, turning, executing the jab to the body, feinting. Everything is worked on right then and there. That's why when people see me teaching, I don't care what you're doing. And this was the problem yesterday. The dude he was in there with was 215, and he was about a good 6 feet. He was a good 6 feet for real. And he was about 35, 36, and he had been boxing for him. Man, he had 5 amateurs, but I've been knowing this guy for years. He's been boxing because he know a girl, man, I used to be with him when I first moved out here. A 5-year relationship. I had this girl named Vita, Brazilian chick. So when I told him who I was, he like, oh snap, bro, I didn't even know that was you. You grew your hair. So I'm like, yeah, bro, get my man some work. So he was kind of working with Dion, but touching him quick, like, because dude fast and he comfortable and he athletic. But Dion is in fucking shape. Like, he can do 5 rounds, 4 rounds, easy. It's just the technique starts to fall as he gets tired. But then he still got to get some things, like he know how to catch jabs and shit. He catch them clean too. He deflecting them. And now it's behind a jab off of that. Yesterday he was learning how to work off the punches. Like when he catch punches off his hands, how to answer and come back 1, 2, 1, 2, come back, land the right hand. Like this is the thing. When Deion's gonna be a great pro, but it's hard in the amateurs because niggas be moving, so it's only 3-minute or 2-minute rounds, and Deion's feet ain't as quick now. So these things are all we working on. We work on everything right then and there because you got to know what you're doing in the situation. I don't overcoach him either. I just be like, keep working, bro. It take time. And he just be jabbing, working, looking. And then if a nigga start getting off a couple jabs on him, I said, Deion, you're waiting. You're not moving your head. You're not bending your knees. You're not changing level. Your head should be moving more automatically. So then after we done sparring, he be moving his head. Deion only spars experienced niggas. He can't, a nigga not experienced, he's gonna stop him. Like he'll just when I was first had other nigga Cantrell, Deion was stopping him, bloodying his nose up, beating his ass. When he was in there with Cam the amateur, he's 16 though, but he big. He fight at 78. You know what I mean? Deion start getting on his ass and making Deion strong, and he only 16. So, and then when they're gonna grow together with each other, like as he gets stronger and more experienced, Deion gonna get. Once Deion starts fighting, a lot of these things will subside. But it's just a process, and that shit take time. It's not like he can't do none of the shit I'm asking. It's just not gonna fall in all off rip like that. You know what I mean? That's all. It just takes.
Deion.
Huh?
How old is Deion?
Deion is 21.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, hell yeah.
Yeah, he young, so it's just like
hell yeah.
He just be showing up. He did this the thing. He did 4 rounds, and the dude was like within one time, right? Dude was turning Deion. Dude was fighting in spurts because they was doing 3-minute rounds. Deion do 3-minute rounds. Deion, then dude tried to pivot and turn. Deion pivoted with him, shot the straight right hand, and it was dumb sharp. Bang! Cracked him, backed him up, kind of rung him. And then dude was like in the corner, and he was fighting desperately trying to get out of the corner. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see. And then I was like, hey, you got one more? He was like, no, I can't go no more. I'm gassed. And when he got done, he was like, hey, bro, you a tank. Like, you just keep, because Deion liked to get closer, get on the inside, because I teach technical boxing. So he wants to land the shots on how they're landing on the mitts, and to get somebody to say no. To do that, you have to throw more punches and open the guy up. You're not going to land just or jab and then set it up. And your defense is not good enough right now to do that. You have to be more offensive minded, and that's how it works right now. Elvis 210 said, bro, Mungia got cooked by flailing to apply to most fundamental rule of booing defense, hands down, LOL, and they wonder why Hamza be preaching fundamentals. Elvis, you see it, bro. Every time, bro. If anybody want to have got a question, want to call in, hold on, you can hit the Discord. Hold on, we copying the link real quick. Putting it in the joint. We multitasking. We doing 2 things at once. It can be done.
Hey, bro, do you ever check out Greg Hackett lives and all?
Hey, blood, I sparred Greg Hackett. How
was he work? How was he?
He got good fundamentals and know-how, but if we was in the real fight, I would have stopped him to the body because I hurt him to the body. He screamed. And listen, that's what I'll be see, that was my first time going to Philly, my nigga Bobby came. My nigga Bobby came to Philly. Hold on. I'm about to send him the Discord for real. My nigga, can you still hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can still hear you, bro.
All right. My nigga Bobby came. I went to Philly with my nigga Bobby. This nigga named Bobby, right? And then the nigga Bobby, no, he know Greg and all of them. And nigga, all the niggas in the boxing world all know each other. So I get there, niggas like he keep calling, he begging. He like, man, where that nigga at? Bring him. I want to spar. I want to. He like the wolves, and I'm like, hey, bro, I'm coming to the gym. Relax. Like I'm just like relax. So then it's 13 and 13 in here. That's 6 and 6, which is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. When your emotions reflect in response to the word of God, you will have the power to change any and all events in the world. That from an emotional standpoint, if you know the words of power. So I'm like chilling, calm, because I'm not emotional about sparring. So then Greg, like, I get to the gym. This nigga's already dressed. I'm like, I'm laughing in my head because now at this time I'm vegan. Hamza, you know what? I got the pictures. I'm about to put them in the thing for y'all niggas. I'm about to put the pictures in the Discord. So yeah, I'm getting in there, getting ready to get some work. And then nigga get dressed and shit. So I'm like, I just warm up, get my shit on. Greg got somebody working this corner. I'm just chilling. He like, how many rounds you want to do? I'm like, it don't matter. We could do how many you want to do. We could just work it out. So then he kept trying to say, and see, I like to work with niggas. I throw hard shots. I don't have to punch hard and be going, no, I'm and doing all that shit. Like, I'm going to hurt you regardless. So we was working. And then but when I work with niggas, I learn from them as I'm working. So he was doing some shit, and in my mind, I was talking to myself. I was like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. So I start doing what he was kind of doing, but in a more sharper manner. And then he'll be trying to kind of like grab and hold. Niggas don't understand, bro. I have a certain type of strength. Like I'm older than what niggas even realize I am for real. So when niggas be trying to grab and hold and do little different shit, that shit don't work, bro. I'm dumbass strong for real. Like I did MMA, I'm crazy strong. So like that trying to grab and tie up and do little certain shit, that shit don't be working. I still be knowing how to swim your hands out the way because I did MMA and punch you in your guts. So I'll still be doing that. And then my inside work, I don't care about being on the inside. And he will be on the inside. And I'll just be shaking and, doing my regular 1-2s. So then as we start sparring, the rounds go, we was on the inside, but the inside position he was in was not in a position to where he will see me land my left uppercut to his stomach. And I threw it up under his elbow and I hit him and he was like, ah! And I was like, yeah. And I start talking shit. Got your ass. Hurt you. Talking shit to him. If that was a real fight, he would have been on the canvas. He wouldn't have got up, bro. He wouldn't listen. He wouldn't have got up. I don't have to punch you hard. Like I place punches and my power is natural. Like I know how to technique it in there. And that's what I did. But he was still some good work, but he too small. His body not in shape. He not in no shape. He's shorter than me. Greg only like 5'6", 5'5". Like, and I be telling him, bro, if you get in shape, bro, you could really be one of them old school niggas who can like win a title. Like, so you telling me you don't want to change your diet and go vegan so you could be your natural shape? My nigga, you bugging. Like you're bugging. That goes to show you don't want the discipline. You cap. Like that's what I told him in the private. Like you cap, nigga. All this boxing talk, you can't talk that shit to me because you don't want to get your diet together and really do it. Like, and what you gonna say? Like you either gonna do it or you ain't. Like nigga, you already a pro. What do you got to lose? Nigga.
Yo,
what's good?
I wanted to ask a question. talk about Conwell last night. The way you explained that was exactly how I thought about it. I thought he was boxing real good. It was some people in the Boxing Boys chat that was saying he was getting touched up, and like that shit was kind of making me mad because I'm like, the way I'm looking, and I'm new to boxing. I've been like watching boxing like on this level for only about 2 years, but I'm looking like,
yeah, me and Andre got some work. Go on YouTube and look at it. On Ego.
So when you said about Charles Conwell like boxing real good, I was like, that's the confirmation that I needed, that I was looking at the right shit. Because I'm like he put on a exciting fight. Plus he stopped him. Like, and plus he won every round. So I'm like, I mean, he destroyed him to me. And I just wanted to comment on that. But my real question was about the Jaime fight when he got knocked out. Because since I've been boxing myself, like my coaches always talk about boxing is like a game of inches. And I don't know if you saw that fight. Did you see the fight?
Yes, I did.
Like when Jaime got knocked out, when Bruno, the guy he was fighting, took that angle to set up that right hand, I think it was a right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Jaime just open like that? Like, and that brings me back to boxing being a game of inches. Did he not see him take that angle, or was he just being lackadaisical? Because the angle that he took is in slow motion. It's beautiful. Like he was on the ropes, and then you just see him take that small angle, and then Jaime was just like, his chin was just wide open. So if you could just explain a little bit like what happened right there, like why was Jaime so open, like when he took that angle, like did he not see him or something, like out his corner eye or something?
Yeah, he clearly didn't see him because that's why he got his ass slid. And the punches you don't see is the punches that slide your beans. So like, go ahead.
Basically, the question that I'm asking, like, so how do you got a guy on the ropes, like he in high guard, and like I guess is it fatigue? Like you don't see him take that angle on you, like, because I only sparred like 3 times. So I haven't really got into free sparring. Like I still do like 1s and 2s and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to figure out like how the hell do you have a guy on the rope like that and you see that he takes the angle and you not be defensive responsible.
You just said
like,
it. See how you just answered your own question?
Okay.
You just answered it. Like I'm literally watching the highlights right now, and that's because when Jaime started getting hit with shots, he ducked his head. Like I'm literally just watching the highlights. Like, and this is where the fundamentals of boxing just come in when you know what you're looking at. Like when Jaime slipped to the side, he kind of bent that. Oh yeah, no, I see what happened. I see what happened. I see what happened. I see what happened. I'll see what happened. I'm watching it right now. When Jaime had him against the ropes, throwing the shot, dude just pivoted off. Dude pivoted off the ropes, calm, and Jaime didn't have his hands. He pivoted off the ropes, calm.
Is that because bro, boxing is beautiful. The science, like, is that the science right there? Like, did he do that on purpose? Like.
Yes. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he did. That's called sliding. That's called sliding along the rope. Like it's a way you slide on the rope. So, like, say you against the rope and your back against the rope. He didn't just come off the rope. He slid on the rope. He slid on the side of the rope, like his back was sliding on the rope. And when he slid on the rope, Jaime didn't take the right pivot.
Yes, and I ain't trying to take up, but it's just like my.
No, do your thing, bro. Cook.
Okay, like boxing is a game of inches, and when I seen that, and I seen that little subtle fucking move, bro, I'm like, bro, that was a beautiful ass motherfucking move. Like, the shit. I was so happy for him, yo. Like, man, the shit was really beautiful. That's why
you see how the dude hit him? That's how I hit Greg Hackett to the body. Like,
okay.
You see how he against the ropes and he took the angle to hit the right hand? Now just say Greg Hackett was the same way, but he was standing in the way to where I'm standing facing him, but he don't think he facing me, and I threw the left hand up under, and he wasn't even seeing it because he was just at a bad angle. That's just he got caught at a bad angle because dude slid on the rope and then set up the right hand. Dude got a good Go ahead.
Yeah, I have another question. Like I said, I don't mean to take the time.
No, blood, that's what the Discord is for. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just that fight. Like, was it something that he was thinking? That did he see that? Did he see the opening, or was he just trying to get out the way of the shot? Because it seemed like Bruno was surprised that Jaime was open. It seems like it because I seen it in slow motion. They slowed it down, and that's what like made me want to like that's what like sparked my interest. And like, because I seen it in slow motion, and it almost like Bruno just was looking like, is this nigga serving? And then slapped him. Like
no, actually, when he came off the ropes, he fainted the jab and then hit him with the right hand. And I mean, I've seen that in real time. I'm like, damn, he fainted him with the jab. Like, if you watch it, you got to watch the slow-mo. He he fainted him with the jab. That's what fucked him up. This is the thing. When he came off the ropes, fainted him, threw the jab out there, and that blinded Jaime, and then he hit him with the right hand. It was basically a 1-2, but he feinted the jab and threw the right hand, basic fundamentals. And then that's the thing. Just think about Andre Ward being on the ropes and how he used his stiff arm. Now, just to think, if you slow that down and then take dude out of there and put take Bruno out and put Andre Ward. If Andre Ward came off the ropes, stiff armed him, right hand down the pipe. Then take Andre Ward out, put Tommy Hearns in there. Tommy Hearns in the ropes in the high guard. Pivot off, use the flicking jab, blinding, Tommy Hearns right hand chopping. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same. It's just fundamentals. When Jaime was against the ropes and dude pivoted off, Jaime didn't know. That's where you got to know how to slip the shot and pull back and use your shoulder. Jaime didn't know how to do that. Listen, how he fucked him up is how Canelo fucked up Amir Khan. That's how Jaime got fucked up.
That shit was beautiful, and it also brings me back to something that Tank was saying, and about, even though I don't really think it's true, I think he was just being modest and humble when he said it. He was like, it's not really my power, it's my accuracy. And it's like, that guy only had 4 knockouts, and he got a perfect shot yesterday. And
he only had 4. That Diesel nigga only had 4 knockouts?
Bro, he only had 4 knockouts.
You get one more for free.
Yeah.
How many fights did he have?
20.
How you doing, bro? You all right?
Dog, he must be undeveloped or something, because there's no way he had only 4 knockouts. I could tell he could punch. He hit Jaime with an uppercut and had him looking crazy.
Okay, no, he only had 4.
Now delicious.
Yeah, that's him. He gotta get his technical skills together more, because he should have more knockouts. Because Jaime got a decent chin. You shouldn't just be able to.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
Another way to count that nigga.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? He might just be getting damaged. Also, yeah, because he been fighting for a minute, bro. And listen, I know how they train. My nigga Lamont Quarterman once again was in camp with Jaime Mungia in Mexico. He went down there. Them niggas be sparring hard every day and running like 10 miles. He needed to take some time off. That's why. He needed to take time off.
Yeah, and I hope they rematch, yo. I ain't trying to hear no, like how HTO, Body, his trainer was like, no, like, we don't need a rematch. When you get a knockout like that, we don't need a rematch. I disagree with that. If you lose in every round and you knock a nigga out, I think that's a perfect rematch fight. But
no, you definitely no. Go ahead and cook. Go ahead.
No, I think that's a perfect. So, like, I want to see the rematch. I hope Jaime, come back because Jaime dropped him in the first or second. I think the first or second. Like, but I'm just happy I got to see that. I'm just happy I got to see that fight off the ropes, yo. I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't think, and like I said, I ain't trying to overblow it. I'm new to boxing. I've been watching boxing every weekend for like 2 years. So I haven't seen much. But as far as fighting off the ropes, bro, like, besides Tank, when he knocked out Roddy off the ropes, bro, that's one of the best fighting off the ropes knockouts, I think, I've seen, bro. Like, that shit was beautiful to me. Like, I know you seen more. I'm not gonna agree, but
no, bro. That he fucking smoked him, bro. Is you drunk?
Yeah.
My nigga, you drunk? Like, has you been drinking?
No.
Oh yeah, no. That was one of the best smokes I done seen. Like that was some James Toney type shit.
Like, I ain't trying to overblow it.
No, nigga, no, you can't. He knocked him fucking out. You can't overblow a fucking smoke. That was the definition of getting your pack busted. When you go out on your back, because he was leaning up, trying to get up, and that was your pack busted. Listen, this is why it's your pack busted, because everything comes out of Amen. Amen is 0, but 0 is also the egg. So that's why I say sunny side up. Once you bust that pack is the egg. Once you bust that egg and you put it, and I'm vegan. Once you put it on the skillet and it starts sizzling, that's a nigga on his back shaking, trying to lean to get up. You're sizzling on a fucking skillet. You're cooked. He cooked him. Jaime Mungia is a world champion, bro. He cooked him. He fought Canelo. Canelo might fight, dude. Canelo might. Thanks whoever muted. Thanks for muting. But yeah, Canelo might cook, dude. Like, that was some good ass work. Hold on. Miles Austin said, got me studying George Benton. Oh no, you gotta study Benton if you want to see the shell for real. What these dudes be doing in camp? Nobody really working on their defense. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting to some of the comments in the chat. It says Jaime can't fight on the outside and never was good and stand out of range. I wouldn't say that. I just want to say, I would say from watching Jaime fight, he doesn't know how to transition from range to range. There's certain things you do to transition. Like, for example, when Jaime got off on when dude was against the ropes, when he came off the ropes, he didn't come off the, I know what he didn't do. God, because I literally was teaching CYP this shit. When you step back, you're supposed to roll back. Like, just think about rolling up under a hook. Now, when you step back, if you don't want to go straight back, you have to move your head. If you step backwards and you roll, and say you standing up and you step backward and you get down while you stepping backwards, that means you're drawing a U with your head as you step backwards. If you do that, you're not going backwards in a straight line. He didn't do that. he went back in the straight line. Even though he stepped, and this is what I be saying, boxing is crazy technical. He got off when dude was on the ropes, and then he took a good angle, but dude is the guy who took the angle first. Jaime didn't take the angle. Dude created the angle. Jaime came, took the shots. Dude stepped off the ropes at an angle and was in the right hand stance, feinted the jab, and threw the 1-2. Jaime didn't move his head rolling backwards. He didn't roll out backwards. He just stepped back. It's not how you step backwards. You don't just step back with your head straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. No, Jaime not a hype job. The nigga could punch. He could punch. Listen, bro, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it, bro. Like that, we don't do fake boxing on here. Jaime is not subjected to not getting smoked. Like, he could get smoked like anybody. Dude had 20 fights. So what? He had 4 knockouts. Listen, I'm about to show you what I'm talking about right now. I'm about to bring up a different page. I'm going to minimize my page, another page. Hold on. And then I'm going to bring up YouTube real quick. What's dude's name? Bruno what? Bruno Soras. You ain't trip. Bruno. He should have came up. His name should be trending. Soras, boxer. Let's look at his some of his fights. Highlights. He's gonna keep it simple because it's very simple. You just go on here, bang. You're gonna type it in on YouTube. Bruno Soras highlights is right there for us. And we're just gonna take a look at his skills right now. We're looking at Bruno Soras highlights. Listen, I just seen him do the same move against somebody else. He set Jaime Mungia up. I just seen it. When you look at his highlights, I just seen him do the same thing, bro. He didn't even used to fight like that. That's why he ain't got no knockouts. He a boxer. He might need to be tested. No, I'm just joking. No, but he got some size on him. But he a boxer. No, I'm looking at his highlights right now. He just pulled the same move on the nigga. No wonder. He pulled the move on the nigga. He be coming off the ropes. He be coming off the ropes, smoking shit like that. That's why you got to watch a man's tape. Ooh. Stopped him. He stopped him. And with technique, though. But he kind of be moving slick. Here go another fight of his. Dude throwing wild shots. He got a good jab. He got a good stick to the guts. No, dude is a boxer. Dude be boxing. Dude really got a boxing style. Like he jumping back on some amateur boxing, moving. Like I'm watching his highlights right now. This is, oh no, hey, bro. Hey, y'all need to watch this nigga. Y'all not, see, they didn't do no studying. They didn't study this nigga. He doing moves, bro. Oh, I'm about to share it in the John. No. Hold on, we gotta pause this. We have discovered something. We have discovered it. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to show y'all. I don't think it's a joke. Where's the John at? Damn, yeah, come up here. Need that. No, no. Hold on, we gonna share this real quick so they can see what I'm watching. My bad. Hold on, I'm putting it in the Discord. Watch, cuz. Watch. See, this is why you got to do film studies on your fighters, because dude is not sorry. Dude is good. They sprung one in on your ass. They caught you. They caught you slipping. They caught him slipping. I'm watching it right now. I got the volume down. They caught him slipping. See, yeah, he was underdeveloped. He's still slacking. But he got good head movement. He got decent head movement and a good jab. He kind of wild right here, still kind of amateurs. But he got moves though. Then here go a more recent fight of him. Oh yeah, no, he got some decent skill. He really a boxer though. He really a boxer. I'm looking at him. He just throwing wild shots now. Yeah, I knew it. He was underdeveloped for real. He was underdeveloped. He just needs some developing. Now we watching the fight. We just gonna take a look at the fight real quick. Is Jalil Hackett related to Greg Hackett? I don't know. That's a good question. They both East Coast. Is they both East Coast cousins? He got hit by Andre Ward's 6-inch cross. This why fighting behind the shoulder is a must. This is K-Rob talking. Have a tool, it says, is a must-have tool. It gives awareness and helps you manage range better. That is an absolute fact. Fighting behind the shoulder helps you manage range. And that guy, his highlights, he's a decent boxer. Shout out to General Camino. You got it in the Discord. We working. Yeah, like watching that Jaime Mungia, John. Like watching dude could box. I'm looking at the highlights. Dude was boxing. That's why dude didn't have power. Oh yeah, dude pulled the move he pulled the move in the second round. I'm looking at the highlights. He literally pulled the move in the second round for anybody who was at my man 410 and Khaled. I'm watching the second round. Dude is a boxer. Like he got good, decent defense. He pulling off Jaime shots and calm and catching. He using that every time to catch Jaime coming in. He pulling off. He boxing. He go to the high guard when Jaime come in. He pull back and then answer with a combination. That's what he doing. See, bro, that's the thing. I didn't have to watch the fight, and I didn't even have to watch the whole fight. He has a tendency. He just did it with. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you where he did it at. He just did it with The second round, it's a minute left. He going against the ropes. He's circling the ropes. He moving. He got good foot movement. He against the ropes. With a minute left, with a little at 55 seconds, he pulled the move that knocked him out. That was planned. That move was planned on Jaime. He baited him. Dude can box. You got to be able to watch these guys, man. I'm watching the fight. They got the fight already on here. I'm watching it on the John. Dude got good foot movement. He pulling off shots. Jaime moving his head, but the dude just know how to move laterally. He used lateral movement and the jab to keep range. And he keep his hands up good. And he check hooking. Like, dude is a decent fighter. Dude is a good fighter. He's a good boxer. He boxing in circles. Jaime don't know how to cut off the ring. That's why. Jaime don't know how to cut off the ring. The mistake that Jaime made is Jaime don't know how to cut off the ring. So when dude come off the ring and pivot, Jaime follows him instead of when dude came off the ring, Jaime was supposed to step to his left. If you watch the highlights, Jaime on the right side. And dude, when you step to your right, you throw the right hand. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. And that's why I don't need to watch a lot of tape. When you step to your right, you throw the right hand every time. You got to watch tape. I've seen old school fighters do it. Listen, you know who did it? Better Beard versus Bivol. When he stepped to his right, he throw the right hand. Watch it. I seen it. That's how much it's in my brain. I could just recall it in the fight. So niggas be arguing with technical boxing blood. You arguing with yourself. I'm just giving you how you execute these things. K-Rob said his coaches for sure was seeing Mungia following people on the ropes and probably told him, bait him, and yup, yeah, that's it. That's it. That is it. That is it. And that's why you got to watch somebody's tape. When you watch dude's tape, he was underdeveloped. He still had amateur in him. Dude is actually a good-ass boxer. Got good foot movement, good defense, knows how to pivot and set up shots. Like, dude is actually good. Jaime Mungia and them didn't do their research. That's where they failed. If you don't do your research, you got to have good fundamentals and see. Like, once you get a nigga on the ropes, oh, no, he keep trying to come off the ropes with this shit. No, Be careful when he go against the ropes. He come off the ropes throwing shit. When you boxing him and you going forward, hitting him with jabs, when he go against the ropes, you do what Floyd did against Canelo. You let him go back against the ropes and you don't go for the bait. That's boxing. And that's the difference between a professional and somebody who never boxed and they daddy trying to do this shit. You don't see that. You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. Hey, listen, it's Sunday. This is a good book. It's called The Teachings of Ptah Hotep. Listen, Ptah is number 3 on the chart, and it's the destiny. Ptah crafts your destiny. That's what the Oscar statue is. It's a statue of Ptah in Kemet. You could just look it up. It's crazy. He has on a look like a kufi. He has on a white kufi, and then he holding this spear of Ra. He holding that spear, and he just like he's standing with his feet together. That's Ptah. You could just look it up. Ptah. The reason why that's the destiny And this is the oldest. Ptah means the destiny and peace. Spiritual power of God to mold your destiny in peace. Hatep means peace. So look, in this book, it says, number 3, when thou liest down, have care for thy very life, since friend existeth not for man. In the day of misfortunes, I gave to the beggar, and I caused the orphan to live. I made him that had not to attain, even as he that had. This is where they get Proverbs from. This is the book. This book is called the oldest book in the world. And it's a man with a woman got his back, and he holding the staff. This is the book of Abraham the first. Amenemhat. It said, I overcame lions. I carried off crocodiles. I cast Nubians under my feet. I carried off southern Nubians. I caused the Asiatics to flee as hounds, mean kicking them out their land. Like, if y'all never read, this is a good book. You always go over books in here on Sundays. You know what I mean? It say right here, and this is why I circled this in orange. There's a great uniformity in the arrangement of most of them in the following respects. They have titled the word instruction, sub-oyat. I know how to read the Mother Netter language. And it says, and are written by a father for the advantage of his son. They are very poetic in their arrangement of the words and phrases, and they are usually divided into short sections. It says, or paragraphs by the use of red ink, like the Bible, for the first sentence of each. Such an instruction of Ptah on morality, the finest of its class. And listen, y'all, bear with me. The reason why we be going over some of this stuff, because boxing is a gentleman's sport. Like, it's about prize and taking care of your people. So it says, the instruction King Amenemhat or Amenemhat. And Amen means the hidden consciousness of the Supreme Being. Means of, and Ha'at means house. So the house of the hidden consciousness of the Supreme Being. That's what your body is, bro. That's about the sweet science. This is where y'all probably be looking at the walls of Kemet and be like, what are they talking? They are talking about atoms and molecules and essence. They just gave them personifications. And that's what this book is saying. And the word Amen is an African word. It says Amenemhet, on the hollowness of friendship and other matters. It says the instruction of Deu of the son Herti, of the excellence of the literary life and others. In many respects and in many details, they greatly resemble the didactic works of the Old Testament and the Apocrypha. Now listen, didactic means like a form of. Just to make sure, we'll look it up. Hey Siri.
Good morning.
Making sure Siri was working. Hey Siri, define didactic.
Didactic means intended to teach, particularly in having moral instruction as an ulterior motive.
Told you. It's the form of something. They're taking it. They're saying they took this to create the Old Testament. This is in the Old Testament, in the Torah. Ta means earth, Ra means consciousness. Rabbi. Ra means consciousness and will. So that's what they're saying. The Old Testament and Apocrypha is, and listen real quick, there's a Geneva Bible, 1560. It has Apocrypha. People are breaking down the Bible and have little inserts. King James created a Bible, took the Apocrypha out of there in 1611. That's why it's King James Version Bible 1611. And then you got the Geneva Bible 1560 with the Apocrypha. And then you got a 1775 Bible. They got the real calendar in it. I'm about to order it. They said they got the 13-month calendar in that joint. So they even got views on women in here. And this is the 12th dynasty of Egypt. That was Abraham. Abraham. There you go. So if you want to get...
Those two won't go through until, I think, next month, it looks like. Yeah, you said a Torah stat in that format?
Say it again. Hey, you got to mute. We can hear you. But yeah, get this book. This is a good book.
Oh, you didn't explain that, right? You didn't say you needed like a vacation override. That's different.
Hey, General Camino. We can hear you. You got a question? Oh, if you got a question.
No, I'm good. Appreciate you.
No, I'm just making sure if you want to cook, nigga. I can't be the only one cooking. I like to share. Niggas on the boxing voice say I like to cut niggas off. They just won't let the information get out. They be in their feelings. And it's okay. But yeah, I'll be reading these books sometimes and we go over information, making sure we got things corrected. You know what I mean? So this is they be talking about. This is the book about Abraham, the 12th dynasty, and his son. You know what I mean? They be talking in parables in these books. You know what I mean? You got to be able to break them down and know what they're talking about. And listen, he tell you a story and say, I woke to fight. I was alone. I found one struck down. It was a captain of the guard. Had I received quickly the arms from his hand. That means he had a strap. This is in the 12th dynasty. He said he received arms from his hand. You don't call a sword your arms. You just say you armed yourself. Like, and he said, I had driven back the dastards by smiting around. Smiting means blowing. Just think about that. You don't blow a sword around. A smite mean to hit. It's in Deuteronomy chapter 28. The 27, chapter 27. The Lord will smite thee with a botch of Egypt. So that's why you got to really get in that book. But he was not a brave man on that night, nor could I fight alone in the occasion of prowess. He telling how people came to kill him while his son was away fighting in Libya. It's a real true story of Kemet, the 12th dynasty, Senusret. If I'm saying that name right correctly. He was away fighting in Libya, and his dad Abraham, and he built the temples of Dendera. No, I didn't have to read the Kabbalion because this is the Kabbalion. The Kabbalah is the Paut Neteru, which is the primeval matter of the gods. That's what they call it. Kaba, Ka means spirit, Ba means soul, and La, or Ra, especially Kabara. La is Asiatic, like Hebrew, which is Asiatic in itself, but like Puerto Ricans say Puerto Rico, and Mexicans say Puerto Rico, and the Mexican taught me that. There's different dialects and how they use their tongue in etymology of language. But on language, you roll the R sometimes. That's when you say Heru, you say Heru. 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 You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, bro. Like the sweet science, you don't just do what you want. See, that's how I know when people be like, "Did you read the Kabbalion?" Well, no, that's the Kaaba. Those are African words. Ka is your spirit. Your Ba is your soul. They're two different things. They do two different places on the chart. This is we teach from the chart. So then we take that, your spirit and your soul. Jaime wasn't at the right angle. He wasn't at the right angle in a square circle. Like we were saying, he followed people in a square circle instead of cutting them off. When dude made the pivot, Jaime was supposed to take an angle and step to the left. He didn't do that. And he followed him around and got caught. You know what I mean? Like that's how that shit works. That's how it works. You gotta know what you're teaching in there. You just ain't in there doing anything. Just ain't in there doing anything, dog. But yeah, that's how long it's been. It's been an hour and 30. And then it's not didactic, it's didactic. And it's intended to reach a particular or having a moral instruction as an ulterior motive. And that's how we learn every day. So like that's why I be doing this, what I be doing. Because it's about spiritual bars. And you got to really just call a spade a spade. And the era we in right now, if y'all don't know, is the golden era. So boxing is coming back to the golden era. So like you got to really realize anybody can get their ass smoked in there. We in the golden era. Anybody can get smoked. Anyone, my G. Like y'all think this shit it just go a certain way just because Jaime was in there with this guy and that guy. No, anybody can get smoked and set out here, done like a trick. It don't matter, bro. It's just boxing. They didn't look at dudes. They ain't peep out dudes box rec. They ain't peep out dudes box rec. I got the wrong John. Supposed to be getting the casserole. They ain't peep out dudes box rec. They peeped it out, but they ain't peep out his tape for real. That was bad. That was bad matchmaking. That was bad matchmaking. Got in there and got cooked. But it happens, bro. He ain't tripping. He'll be back. Rematch. They could rematch that one. Man, you gotta hit your joints with the castor oil. It got deep penetration. Pause. I've been in the gym doing mitts and doing different shit. Yeah, dog. Yeah, bro. That's really it. Cause and then as far as Conwell, we know what that was. Who would y'all like to see Conwell fight next?
Xander Zayas or somebody of not Xander because Xander is below him. No, Xander might be higher than him, but maybe on some Xander Zayas or just I want to see he got to get like a name.
Is Conwell with top? No, Conwell with Golden Boy now or something.
Yeah, he was Golden Boy.
Oh no, they about to get him right now. They not gonna fuck it up. He can. Who on Golden Boy?
We can look up the rankings real quick. I'm finna
look him up. Look him up. Yeah. Look up those rankings, Bradrino. We're gonna see who could Conwell get some work with.
Shit, he might as well try to get that big fight with Virgil.
On the Al-Sheik?
Yeah, who Virgil about to fight, right? Virgil about to fight Madrimov, right? On the Al-Sheik?
Yeah, because Madrimov turned down the Boachuk to fight Virgil.
Like maybe he can get that Virgil if Virgil make it past Madrimov, or Conwell can get Madrimov with the Al-Sheik.
Hey, bro. That's what it is, bro. And like the WBC and the WO, that's his highest ranking. So WBC, he number 5. So Xander Zayas, Madrimov, Boachuk, Earl Spence, they all ahead of him. And like the WBO, he like number 3. Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly is like number 1 and number 2. So he's not fighting Xander Zayas because Top Rank gonna duck that smoke. They not gonna let him.
Damn, I want to. So, you know what? I want to see him fight Josh Kelly because that nigga be moving a lot. Like they might try to make that fight.
Or some Boachuk shit.
What about Boachuk?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Boachuk.
Boachuk fight on the Uga. I mean, he fight on that Usyk and Fury card. He about to fight Ishmael Davis. That nigga can fight.
Okay.
Damn, Boachuk be in there with some Negroes.
Yeah, but he got the Madrimov smoke. He can get the loser of Madrimov and Virgil, depending on what they're trying to do. Yeah, he in line for a title shot because he's top 5 in like 2 sanctioned fights. So he a couple fights away.
Yeah, I like Conwell. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely impressed me yesterday because like I feel like he did what he was supposed to do. Like I feel like he was supposed to stop him and look good, and that's what he did. So I was impressed for sure.
Yeah, listen, this is the thing. It's the way he stopped him that really is like it was a systematic situation. That's a bar. It was a systematic situation, bro. That is really a bar. Yeah, he blazed him Pauls like that. I ain't seen nobody get cooked like that in a minute. He got cooked. He really set him up, played like the thing. It was just his calmness and the defense. That's when I can tell somebody has reached a level of understanding of how boxing works. Like you just calm, you let shit set in. You don't try to throw hard shots. You just land the clean shots that you can land. And yes, sir.
My fault, I not cut you off, but that's what I was about to say. Your last point of what you said, one of the beautiful things to me about that Conwell systematic beatdown, as you said, was the shots was not overcommitted, bro. I didn't see him overcommit on no shots. It was just all technical. It was beautiful to me, yo. Like, it was some good boxing yesterday, actually, now that I think about it. It was some beautiful boxing yesterday. Right. But, like, and that's what I say, because I think that was only my second time seeing Conwell. And I guess I would think guys that's built like that, more bulky, you know, you might see him try to overload on shots and stuff like that. I ain't see none of that. And he still stopped him. So.
Yeah, because really, man, when in these fights, if you already punch hard, it's just about landing clean, accurate shots. And then doing what you fundamentally do. And that's what I was, that's one of the things, like somebody asked him what me and work on yesterday in the sparring with Dion, was knowing how to just flick the jab out like Conwell was doing it within a close range. Not overcommitting to the jab like you gotta be the spear jab. knowing how to just calmly touch them with the jab in range. Pop, 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 just touching them slightly, just touching and flicking them, blinding them, and then still being able to defend off them jabs, because they're going to come back with something, but you still just touching them, catching, rolling, flicking the jab out, like getting him to understanding how to do that and be defensive. That takes time because you got to have a certain calmness on your defense. You just got to have a certain type of resolve, and that's what I've noticed. He's mastered the defense and the coming forward and being relaxed in his range, and he stayed in that range.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Like I was saying, no, I'm saying what you was talking about, and I wanted to ask you something, and it's kind of off topic.
Go ahead.
It's not really off topic because what you were saying about fighting, coming forward, because to me, yeah, like Conwell was doing that, like for real. I was in a back call yesterday on the Boxing Boys, and a couple guys were saying that like Tank don't know how to fight coming forward, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Like I didn't watch every Tank fight. I think he's like the epitome of a boxer puncher to me. I feel like Tank know how to move his feet. I feel like he's a dangerous counter puncher when a guy's coming towards him. But I think the Frank Martin fight, like how his eye was, kind of red after the fight. They were saying, okay, Tank don't know how to fight coming forward. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Man, he know how to. Well, shit, why he knocked dude out then? Fuck, he was coming forward. Tank clearly know how to fight coming forward, and he's shown it in multiple fights. That's how he began. Nobody is really trying to be in there like that. Pedraza was moving. Everybody be moving for real. Like, this is the thing. Like, real boxing, you're gonna get hit coming forward, especially when you're at the top level. You fighting some good guys, athletic guys, fast guys. You're gonna get touched. It's just boxing. Like, everybody done got touched. Sugar Ray Leonard, all of them. That shit cap. He do know how to fight coming forward. He know how to fight going backwards. He know how to do different shit in there. Tank has a wide variety of skills. That's what I talked about yesterday, because Bomac said he was kind of basic, and I was like, well, I kind of disagree, because the things he do are not basic. Like how he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz in a right-hand position, then with an uppercut. Like, that's not basic. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny that you brought that up, because like I said, like, you're a part of the Boxing Boys. I'm part of that community, so some of the stuff might carry over here. When Bomac was on there, man, I was just hearing coach. I mean, I just chalked that up to coaching talk, man. Him saying that Keyshawn, that Tank is easy work for Keyshawn, and I'm sitting here, listen, I'm like, Bomac, come on now. Like, I know you smarter than it. Like, he's saying that fight would look like Errol Spence and Bud, and like, I'm like, Bomac, like, are you serious, bro? Like,
I mean, but if you heard, I asked him, like, well, I thought he could have just chopped Lemos up. Like, I seen Lemos come at him in a fight, and he kind of got out of the inside, kind of panicky. Like, how you really gonna beat Tank with that type of fundamental thing? Like, that's not a move. Like, and that's where people be thinking, like, he think he just gonna box the nigga. Like, that shit, it's just like when niggas say Bud can box Canelo because he got boxed by Floyd. No, he didn't get boxed by Floyd in the stereotypical sense of boxing off the back foot. Like, that shit didn't work like that. Like, and that's where people be losing. And that's when I was like, damn, like, and people be thinking I be tripping. And when Bomac was on there, and I'm just like, well, no, I don't think that Tank is basic.
I don't think you was tripping. I think you was more so, and I could be wrong, this is just me thinking. I don't think you was tripping. I think you was more so like, okay, Bomac didn't come up here to talk boxing. Like, he came up here to, I don't know, not to lie, but like, come on now, like
yeah,
you into whatever.
I was just trying to, like, for real, I was excited because I really fuck with the nigga Steve. That's my homie. Like, that's really my little bro for real. Like, that's my nigga. Like, that's why I'm excited. He about to get a good fight on the main stage. Like, and Steve was an Olympian at one point. You know what I'm saying? Before they changed the Olympic team up, he was on the Olympic team, traveling and shit. He was in the, he really got some good work. I sparred Steve Nelson before. So that was really it. But like saying it's an easy fight, like, nah, I wouldn't say that. Like, I just wouldn't say that because when I really sit down and watch Tank, like, man, the nigga got his body work is unreal. Like when you watch him against Quail, bro, he really broke his body down. He was doing some shit to the body. Even his body work against Pedraza was crazy. Like, you got to really just go back and just everybody be so focused on the headshots. Watch how he was picking Pedraza's body apart. Then watch how go back and watch the Isak Cruz fight again. That was a little tough fight. Tank was landing some shots on the inside and really working. Like, Tank got work, bro. Like, Keyshawn doesn't have inside work for real.
And that's what I be saying when I be, when I be talking to them guys. I be trying to dial it back. I mean, I'm from Baltimore, so I mean, I do like Tank. One of the reasons I do like Tank is because I am from Baltimore. But I really think, and I try, like I said, I try not to overblow anything because I'm new to boxing. But I really be watching. But I also just because I love studying boxing. When I wind down after work and stuff, I turn on a boxing match, and I literally just went back and watched the last 6 fights of Tank and Shakur, and I came to the conclusion that, first of all, it's boxing, so you never know what can happen. But Shakur I'm not saying that he can't do it. He just gonna have to show me. Like, I don't really see it. I don't really know where Tank is weak at. Maybe if you could tell me that. But like I said, I didn't want to change. We was talking about Conwell, so I don't want to just change about Tank. I was just asking.
No, we just talking about boxing, period. Because it don't matter who you talk about. We just gotta break it down, and we gonna end up. No, you know why we could talk about Conwell and Tank? Because they both short and stocky niggas. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And they both come forward. Now, if Tank wanted to learn, he would literally watch Conwell and really learn how to fight coming forward in a more classical and a more strategic way. But he still does his thing good, does it well, because he be undefeated and he be knocking.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. You said that Tank will come forward in a more technical way.
If he watched Conwell.
Okay, so that actually brings me to my next question. As you said that,
like, he's still good at coming forward, though.
Huh?
He's still like good at coming forward.
So that actually brings me to my next question. What's your thoughts on Calvin? Because this is another thing. I be listening to the instruction that Calvin be giving him in the corner, okay. And I actually think he be giving him more boxer instructions, not like, oh, this guy's Tank is just a puncher. And I starting to believe Calvin when he said, I don't train Tank to knock people out. Like I train Tank more so to be like a boxer puncher, like a guy that punishes people. So what is your thoughts on Calvin? You think he a good trainer, or do you think it's more so Tank is, just a natural?
I think, and first, Tank is not a natural in the sense of being a natural because he's been boxing since he was a kid. That's why he's a natural. Like when they showed the tape of him, he's been boxing before he was 8. You can tell, like, because that's all they do over there. So you could tell he's been boxing, man, for so long. Like, that's why he got so many amateurs. Like, and he can just punch. And when you've been doing it for so long, bro, and you done sparred so many different people and seen so much, bro, he got skills. He got skills. It's not just Calvin. It's more or less, or put it like this. Who else Calvin got?
He got Truck. And as far as professional, I think that's it. I think it's just taking Truck. Yeah, I think it's just taking Truck.
What's Truck's record? What he been doing? That's the thing. If they would have both been on the same level, then you could say, damn, it running a family and Calvin know what he doing. But Truck don't have the power the Tank got. So even
you think he do.
And even if Calvin is and I don't mean no harm when I'm saying this, I'm just speaking off the rip. Like, if Calvin is teaching boxing, then why isn't Truck better? That's all I'm saying. It's something that's not going on. Because I remember it was a guy here about to fight Truck, and they asked me to spar dude to fight Truck because I'm left-handed, and I stopped dude in sparring. I stopped him. Like, he sparred Aaron, and Aaron was like, man, dude was kind of awkward. Like, and I'm like, oh, for real? And I'm like, all right, he must have pressure then. So then they called my phone and asked me to spar. And I'm like, all right, so dude paid me. But I told dude, I said, oh, you paying? And this dude was about to fight Truck Simpson. I said, oh, bro, who you about to fight? He said, man, we're supposed to fight Truck. And we kind of heard you kind of fight like that. I'm like, I do, but I just don't. I just can't. I like to be comfortable standing in the pocket. So then I'm like, all right. I said, hey, bro, listen, if you about to pay me, I'm gonna spar him a certain hardness. And I don't want to feel no type of what you to feel. And he was like, oh, no. We heard you was the real deal, Mr. King. We want to give you the same respect. We'll pay you the same thing we paid Aaron. I say, hey, bro, the fact that you're paying me money for sparring, bringing me back to like when I used to be in camps with Virgil, I was like, bro, when I get paid for stuff like that, I spar at a certain pace. So, I'm going to spar there's going to be some work. He's like, no, that's what we're looking for. So then we go down there right before we start sparring. Aaron like, hey, bro, I don't want you to use the spear jab, how Truck used, flick your jab. Keep him at the end of it. I'm like, all right. So I was doing that the whole time, just blinding him with the jab. And dude would be trying to come in. When he trying to come in, I'll just drop down, meet him with the 5 and the 6. No, the 6 and the 5. The 6 and the 5 is the left and the right uppercut. You can throw them to the body or to the head. You just differentiate that. And this is the difference between skill sets, because I know how Truck fight. And people think I just load up on hooks and do athletic movements. No, I don't. So then dude kept doing. I ended up like the 4th round came, he was gassed because I wasn't moving. I don't move. Then I said, Aaron, listen, I'm about to stop him because he's gassed. He just, he threw some hard, I was like, oh, that wasn't shit. I said, I'm about to stop him. He was like, all right, put your combinations together. I'm like, all right. So I just kept skipping to him. 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 2. 2 to the guts. He moved somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2. Go to this body. Then when we got done, he was hanging over the ropes. Like, gas. His coach was like, hey, no, he done. He can't go no more. It was like, I told you. He was like, man, when he came in here, he said he was going to do 8 rounds with you, Hamza. I was like, I started laughing like, I know. He was like, no, we don't even know this guy. I'm like, I was trying to tell him. I'm like, bro, it's all good. It's just I've been around, And then we got some work. Aaron coached me in sparring, and that's when I realized, like, this nigga, me and Aaron be coaching each other. You will get your ass beat in the ring. You will get brutally beat in that bitch. Fucking with Aaron. But yeah, no, far as that's how I know who can coach, because if you take Truck Simpson and you take Gervonta has that equalizing power, so that always is going to save him. Now, Truck doesn't have it, then what's the problem now? The problem is Calvin didn't box. I don't think he boxed like that before. Am I wrong? You from Baltimore?
No, Calvin learned how to Calvin boxing background. He was in jail with somebody that boxed.
Hey! Don't. Please, bro. I really respect them Negroes. Please don't make me fucking turn this into a comedy show. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off.
Hey, what's wrong? He was in Undisputed with Wesley Snipes and Big Range. Like that damn good.
Hey, Aaron. Come here real quick. Come here, please.
He was getting time knocked off joining the boxing program.
No, I get what you're saying, but I just want you to explain that to my nigga Aaron Coley real quick. Listen, Gervonta, tell him how Gervonta Davis' coach learned boxing.
No, I'm pretty sure he learned boxing. I'm not 100% sure. So, like I said, like I would have to do a little bit of the research myself. But I'm pretty sure Calvin wasn't a trainer. He learned boxing from a professional fighter while in jail. Like he was locked up with a professional fighter that kind of taught him the game. That's my understanding of
it. He didn't even talk. He just walked off. Because how do we know that? You see what I'm saying? Like on my channel, if hearsay is up for deception in the courtroom, and that nigga knows a courtroom. That's a fact, my nigga. So I'm not judging hastily due to the rules of my eye. I'm only answering what you're saying in its entirety because I want to know the whole facts of why Gervonta, because people think that just because you had 8 fights, you can't coach professional fighters. Or just because you fought at this level, you can't do it. When Emmanuel fucking Stewart, the godfather of boxing, one of the godfathers, won a national championship at the amateurs, but they didn't wear headgear though. You see what I'm saying? He won 1 nationals and then just went on a fucking tear with training. 1 national.
Hey, King, I don't mean to cut you off, but isn't the true mark, the true staple of a great trainer is it's stable? Sure, you might have one who is exceptionally God-gifted before he ever walked into a gym. I heard you speak on Tank's power. You can't teach that. Sure, you can kind of hone it and tweak it in ways to where it's more devastating, but a puncher is born a puncher. No one's born a fighter. But that's something that Tank walked into the gym with. The true mark and the true staple of a great trainer is his stable of fighters, because everyone's going to walk in being able to do their body's going to be different. What they can do good is going to be different. Their feet speed is going to be different. You can't teach fighters to fight all the same way. Emmanuel was good with showing pretty much everybody that he worked with how to use distance and how to work off of their jab. But Lennox Lewis didn't punch like Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? Gerald McClellan didn't understand defense the way that Lennox Lewis did. He emphasized it, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, Calvin has a good fighter in Tank, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's been Tank's only trainer since Tank was a kid.
Fact.
But Truck, and I mean, I don't know who else he's got coming out of that system. I'm just not seeing it. You know what I mean?
Like I said, as a pro, I think it's just him and Truck. And Truck lost to I forgot who he lost to, but the guy he lost to, I like him. He be upsetting a lot of guys. But yeah, like I said, I would still have to do some research, but I'm pretty sure that's the story. Because like I said, Calvin was the character on The Wire, and they kind of tell the story on there that, you know, Calvin was locked up. He was locked up with a professional fighter, and that's how he learned the game. And like I said, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Calvin, because it sounded like to me that he be giving Tank good instructions in the corner. But I do agree that, hey, the mark of a good trainer is a stable, like not just one gifted fighter.
Now, do you see how we could talk about niggas' favorite niggas and not get emotional? Because it's not personal. Like, it's just like we're trying to figure out why niggas ain't. And that's the thing. That's what I be telling niggas. Like, that's how I be knowing people not going to be good or why they be having the problems they be having due to the training. Like, and that's just what it is. Like, and like you said, if you really know what you're doing, your fighter's going to be smoking shit. Like, that's just it, bro. It's not rocket science. Like, if you know what you're doing, Bill Belichick gonna have you out there and you're gonna be balling. It's just it, bro. It's not rocket science. We don't have to spend a lot of time. And that's why I'll be like, man, what? He learned boxing. That's not where you learn boxing. You're in a box. Like, you don't learn boxing from you. This is how you learn professional boxing, by being a professional boxer. That's just it. That if you want to expedite your journey, be a professional boxer. If you want to expedite your journey without going to the pros, be an amateur and have a professional teach you. And then how you know a good trainer, you just ask them questions. That's how you know. Show me how to do this. Tell me.
And I believe that you got to have a good. I heard you on a video a while back. I won't mention the guy's name that you was on, so I don't, whatever. But you had mentioned a situation where Barry Hunter had a fighter, and even though Barry Hunter was the chief second, Barry Hunter would humble himself, fall back, and kind of give instructions to the mid man, because Barry Hunter was seeing some things that the dude wasn't able to work on himself with the mix. Barry wasn't able to work on himself with the mix, so he was giving another dude who was better with him instructions on how to, put shots together on his mitt work. And I think a lot of trainers don't do that either. They want to be the end all be all. And as good as a trainer as you can be, you don't know everything about boxing. There's somebody else, whether close to you, or you might have to go outside of the house to bring somebody in to help your fighter become well-rounded. That should be the goal, is to have a well-rounded fighter. To me, there's only two in boxing right now. I think Bud and Canelo are the only well-rounded, complete fighters I've ever seen in boxing. They checked off every single thing you could check off that a fighter can go through. Everybody outside of that, there's still stuff I need to see.
No, that's a fact. I mean, but that's just usually how it always has been, like having one or two upper echelon guys. It's not a lot of, some guys need to be developed, but a lot of these guys who are not as good as they were back then is because, like I said, boxing in the golden age, you had a lot of ex-boxers teaching boxers. You don't have a lot of ex-boxers. Like if you look in Pernell Whitaker's corner, Georgie Benton is in the corner with the ring on. Like you in Vander Holyfield, George Benton has been in the corners. Eddie Futches, Bill Miller. Bill Miller trained, I said it before, Bill Miller trained Ezra Charles and James Toney. Like what? Like Ezra Charles fought Rocky Marciano, bro, twice in wars. Like that's when boxing, when it reached the precipice in the 80s, that's when boxing, you had to really know it. Like it's just not. And then now you got a lot of people like Mickey Bay said it on The Voice. You can't just watch a mitt sequence and make a fighter do that sequence and think that's gonna perform in real time. No, and that's why I'm saying you got to get your trainer and say, if you want to know the signs of a good trainer, you just ask him questions. How do you do this? And then you say, all right, I see you know how to do that. When did you do that? Show me when you did that.
Man, the worst case, man, I hate to say it, because I truly do like the kid as a fighter, man, is Devin, man. He's got his old man who's his trainer, and that shit don't make no fucking sense to me whatsoever. He's gonna ruin that kid's career, in my opinion. I mean, it's his father. You can't, you know.
It's already
He done a
ruined.
fantastic job raising the boy, man. But we talking
It's
about
already ruined. Listen, my nigga Aaron said, I ain't watched that Roy. Anybody on here see that Roy Jones and Dre interview? Y'all gonna make
not in
me.
this entirety.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because my nigga
I
said.
gotta watch it. I heard it's important though. He was saying some shit on there.
Yeah, no, my brother Aaron said that he was talking about daddy trainers and shit. And this is my thing, like, if you know you don't know something, that's okay, like you said, bro. You could just go listen. Prentice and Willie Nelson and Mickey Bay, them niggas was the niggas in Ohio, bro. Everybody know them niggas. Like, so when them niggas in the gym and they telling me to do something, I never was the nigga to just be saying anything back. What the fuck am I gonna say? I used to go to Dre Ward after sparring in his gym and be like, hey, blood, because I used to watch him give people fucking instructions and break shit down to niggas. And then I come and be like, hey, blood, you seen me get some work? What I need to work on? I used to be like, just keep working. And I used to be like, man, this nigga, he gotta be hating. I don't know what's going on. Why he not telling me nothing? He gonna just tell me to just keep working. When I see him explaining to my nigga Aaron, to my nigga Bilal, I see him literally explaining them shit. And then I ask him and he never would tell me shit. Ever. I used to be like, damn, like, those type of things just make me keep just studying, keep working, keep studying so that you can improve on the skill set in its purest form. You gotta just keep watching. And sometimes it might not be nothing somebody need to even tell you. You might need to just keep working till you get to where you need to get because you already got it. And that's how I knew, because when I'll be in the corners of niggas telling them what to do and sparring, the sparring start getting ugly. Didn't matter who it was. Listen, I be at professional fights telling fighters, listen, not professional fights in the back. Professional fights in LA on cards and be screaming out shit. And niggas will be doing it, and people that I don't fucking know, I'll be like, hey, bro, it's like they listening to you. And I'm going to be like, well, if you're calm at fighting and you hear somebody say something in the crowd that makes absolute perfect sense, why wouldn't you do it? It's just common sense. Sometimes I say things I don't even know. I know why I'm saying it because I watch so much boxing. I just know it works. And it's, for example, Tony Hirsch was fighting on the card. I was fighting on my 8th fight. And when he was fighting, I was like, hey, throw the right hook. And when he told me, he was like, hey, bro, when you was calling that out, I didn't see it at first. And I just kept saying, hey, bro, jab, throw the right hook off the jab. Throw the right hook off the jab. And he ended up throwing it and landed. Bang! Hit dude. Dude came off the ropes. He was like, bro, I don't know how you seen that because dude was in the high guard on the ropes. It's not what I see. It's if somebody goes to the high guard, you go around the high guard with the right hook. It's just that simple. Say he on his Ray Leonard. He got his hands up, out from him. Catching your hooks from coming out. You not even got them on your face. And they catching them Ray Leonard style. You have to feint the hook. You have to feint outside and come in. You'll feint overhand and throw an up jab. Better be a B-ball style. Because B-ball's high guard is so good. You throw some shots on the outside and then you lean, break at the waist, throw the up jab. That's what hurt him. That's some shit I would do in a fight in a combination. I'll throw a sharp combination, and since I'm left-handed, I lean over and in with the up jab because people don't really used to getting hit with a hard shot from that angle, being left-handed. The spear up jab will knock your head off if you don't know what you're doing. And you would just have to be in the ring boxing because you could kind of flick that bitch up through somebody's guard and it'll pop their head up, and then you can just come around and just clean them. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then a quick question, then like hop back on that boxing point because you're in your technical bag right now. But what is Eddie like Noso's background? Like, did he box himself? Like, how did he gather his shit? Because we hold him in a high regard, but did he box? Like, what's his history?
He had some amateurs.
He was an amateur. He was an amateur boxer.
No, he had some amateurs. Yup, he had some amateurs. But even with Reynoso, this is why Reynoso probably didn't have as many amateurs as Customato. But once again, they fought without the headgear back then. So it's kind of like pro work. So with Reynoso and Customato, if you look at Floyd Patterson, he was a short, stocky heavyweight. You look at Tyson, he was a short, stocky heavyweight. Both of them was the youngest heavyweight to win the title at the youngest. So that means Customato needed that for that style. That style don't work with tall niggas. That style worked.
Torres too. He wasn't a heavyweight. He was a smaller guy, but same style he taught him.
Same style. He was decently good too. So look, then you take Reynoso. That style, it has developed. He's developed Canelo over time. And that's one thing you have to, and it has an older father there too. You have to be willing to take on different development when you don't have a deep background. Bomac was a pro, but he wasn't a good pro. But then he was a good amateur. And then the other Mexican, Saul, he was a good amateur. They have a team to work with, Bud, with somebody with his dynamic ability. Me, I really say you take Reynoso. I could tell he studied boxing just by how he teach it. He teaches head movement. He understands the difference. When he instructing in the corner, he actually telling Canelo what to do with his body. He like, no, you got to use the jab, and you got to do this and come up under. Stop doing that. Stop playing. You want to see Eddie Reynoso give some good coaching instructions? Watch him, Canelo versus Cotto. Like, he give good instructions because Cotto can box. You got to be careful with Cotto. He could box. And then Cotto get to playing around and disrespecting Cotto and Eddie Reynoso. And Eddie Reynoso, yeah, it was. He get on him and get the. So you just gotta be willing to develop. Once you're a professional, even when you're a professional, you still gotta be willing to get in tapes. You listen, when I'm training my nigga Aaron, it's certain shit that I need him to do that I know that's not gonna come right away because he's not used to doing it, his body mechanics that way. So those things take a little time. Like, you got to be willing to show that, like, listen, watch this tape of him doing this. Watch that. Okay, you see how he's able to do that? You're doing what he's doing, but not with the fundamental prowess is he doing. He doing it in the fundamental structure. So some things, even though you might touch a nigga up, yum, 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 but say you do it in a fundamental way and then you make the move and then you touch him with the shots. Those are the difference from sitting a nigga down and then just touching a nigga up. Eddie Reynoso knows that. I can tell by the way they practice. They do.
I think Robert Garcia is the best trainer in the world. I think he got the best stable in the world. And they've been pumping motherfuckers out. He had Mike Donovan, nothing like Mikey fights, nothing like Ben Rodriguez.
No, that's a fact.
Didn't Vargas learn from his pops?
Yeah, the pops was the nigga at first. Dude, start teaching. Vargas was slick too.
And I want to say Edwin Valero spent some time over there with the dudes too.
Yep. Edwin Valero was with him and Bones Adams, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he done had his hands on a lot of good dudes that came up out of that stable, man. And like I said, they kicking ass right now. And,
but you gotta think about this. All right, I ain't mean to cut you off, but just think about this. Boots' dad was a professional, but he lost his first professional fight against somebody 6-7. Robert Garcia was a national, not a national. He was a world champion professional. And his dad already was training Vargas, and he was an Olympian and it was a world champion. Robert Garcia was a world champion. And wouldn't you think, or no, not even think, common sense would let you know that
Virgil's better prepared.
He's better prepared with a guy who took his skill set to the world championship level. Now, listen, if you haven't been on that level, somebody needs to see your footage. This is what I'll be talking about now. I need to see your tape and see how you performed against bums and whoever, because that's what's going to show me, did you have the fundamental skills? Let me see them. Did you execute certain moves? Let me really see how you fought, how you sparred. Is your sparring the same as the things you practice in sparring? Did you execute them in fights?
Straight up.
That all that shit matter. That's why I be talking that shit when I'm on these platforms, because how I sparred is how I fought. Niggas would be like, hands up, do this way. Yes, I'm going to do that way, but how I really truly fight is the shell and my hand be down. So I'm going to be pulling, slipping in the pocket, and I'm going to put my hands up when I get in a certain range. But when I'm outside that range, I'm going to be chill, flicking a jab, sticking it, moving. That shit take time to learn and do. And you got to be willing to listen. And this is a very important topic, because this is why you don't see the guys develop in the manner they are developing in the professionals, because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing with the opponents that they get. First of all, they're not practicing this shit in the gym. And then second, listen, Roger Mayweather, Floyd, Mickey Bay said Floyd Sr. was the master. He the older brother. So that kind of gotta make sense. So once Floyd fuck up and get hurt, he got shot, he was in the streets, his little brother is automatically gonna take the master shit and be a world champion, which is Roger. By that time, Jeff is not gonna make it, because they already got money and that made Jeff a little weak. He start coming in with the bread, kind of. Then you take a son. This is actually a law, because they say a poor man make a strong son, and then once he get to that level, he make a strong son, and then one of them sons is going to be weak due to the status of the man, like Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. These are the facts of boxing. So Floyd come out. The business is boxing. Floyd learns from everybody. His dad teach him all the fundamentals of the mastery. And then Roger, who's a student of the game, who watch, when you go in, remember Roger they used to come in the 24/7s, and then Roger be questioning niggas who the greatest Latin fighter, who this, who that. That's a student. So Roger gonna take on different forms of boxing to break you down. We watch Roger in his house. He blazed Livingston Bramble. Blazed him. If you want to see a good fight and Floyd, you want to see some Floyd type moves, but watch Roger Mayweather and Livingston Bramble. And you want to see a real jab, watch it. It's crazy. So you got to think about that. I took my skills and my fundamentals and my tutelage to the highest level. Soon as I teach somebody that, they're going to go to the highest level. If you don't, I never seen no tape of Bozy in this. So all I got is how would he do with his fighters. That lets me know how he fought. That lets me know and now I see what he doing. He did not. He trying to do some shit that he want to do. I don't teach people how I fight. I teach the purists of the sport. Everybody got to learn how to slip this way. Fundamentally, amateurs and pros, they all slip the same way. What is we doing? Boxing? It's all boxing. They all slipping the same way. They all doing this the same way. They all gonna learn the basics of the fundamentals the same way. Now, how did you execute those basics goes on your IQ, and your IQ is based on your defense. As we seen, Charles Conwell, defense. How you posture, how your posture is set up, how you're standing. Like all that shit mattered, blood. It just mattered. And this is like people be thinking, even on The Voice, man, you be overcoaching. No, I just coach with whatever you doing. My nigga Dion was getting touched by a nigga yesterday. That's a part of it. He can't even, like I said before, he can't spar no regular niggas. He gonna stop them. He been watching me and Aaron since he was 10. Once we start teaching him, he's gonna be doing it. He was, listen, if they would have did 6 to 7, listen, after Dion sparred 4 rounds with dude came up out of there. After he did body work with Aaron and did like another four rounds, and then got on the bag, then got on the mitts. Was he going to learn, get everything in that day? No, it's a process. I didn't get it all in one day. My IQ was there because before I start boxing, I would be watching Floyd all day, all night, watching what he doing, watch how he executing it, watching all his fights. Then I go watch Pernell. Then I watch some other people. Then I go back to Floyd. Then I watch some Sugar Ray. But when I really start mastering boxing is when I start watching Floyd and was like, why is he fighting like this? Well, his shell, why is he different? Why is he doing mitt work different? I need to get on this. Why he doing Roy Jones? Why he not even using a jab? He checking niggas with the hook like Roy, leaping in with the hook, bang, going down to their body, then shooting the jab. I had to watch all of that. It wasn't no fucking slow-mo. It was all on DVD, and I'd just be watching it over and over all night, all the fights. He used to be Archie Moore and Floyd did. He did some, listen, watch Floyd against Justin Juco. You never seen nobody really do no blazing and tricks and footwork and hands down. And listen, he not showing off. He just working his shit. Broke him down, stopped him, got him up out of there. You got to really watch this. I watched that shit. And then I went to the gym and tried to do not how I wanted to do it, how fucking Floyd did it. That's the difference between me and other niggas. I never had my own stunts. When niggas told me my stunts was whack, I immediately fucking changed them. And wasn't no talking about it. No, I don't do that move. I don't like how you do that. That ain't it. I don't like it. You should do it like, then niggas change. All right, do it like this. Bang, got it. Okay. Then I perfected the shit. I did it in sparring over and over again. Why you not throwing no punches? Why you not doing? I am throwing punches. I'm throwing the left uppy to the body over and over and over and over. You just because you can't hit me has nothing for me to do with anything. I'ma just keep working this shot over and over again. Aaron told me that's how I used to be sparring. Niggas couldn't hit you, and then niggas would be hurt to the body. Because when I sparred, I worked on shit. That was what niggas said about me out here. You always work, yeah. Because nobody worked in defense during sparring. Niggas is just chopping shit up. I knew that wasn't going to get me to a higher level. I knew I got to work on some shit. I got to catch punches. I don't give a fuck if I'm in there with Aaron. I got to be, if that's the case, then I'm going to just get dumbass slick and then just not be getting hit at all.
Bro, if you start with Floyd had about a 4-5 fight window where he fought, I want to say Emmanuel Augustus. I might get the order wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say it was Emmanuel Augustus, Chico Corrales.
I'm talking about before that.
The Castillo's fight.
Them late fights. I'm talking about before that. I ain't even talking about that Floyd. I'm talking about
I understand.
his first 15 fights.
Floyd fought 5 different dudes, 5 different ways.
No, he actually did it. He actually did it. He actually did it. He actually did it.
The defense was sound in all of them, but with, like you said, with Chico Corrales, you got the
no. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you, Floyd never fought nobody different from how he fought nobody the first fight to the last fight. Floyd does these things. He uses the jab to the body, the jab to the head, the check hook, the check uppercut, the pull counter. That's it. That's all he ever do. No, listen, when we talk about studying Floyd, I watched it and I made sure that when anybody, I break down Floyd, because I don't seek for distinctions. He didn't fight everybody the same way because it only take a certain thing to break somebody down. Every fight he jabbed to the body. Every fight he pulled counter. Every fight.
Of course, yeah. I'm not saying that he abandoned staples of his game. I'm just saying, even if you just take the Castillo fights, Castillo 1, Castillo 2 look completely different because he wanted it to.
No, he did the same things. He moved when he gets still. He used the jab to check hook. He go to the body. He move so you can't hit him. When he gets still, he using the jab to check hook. The second Castillo fight, he moved a little. His arm wasn't, his shoulder wasn't damaged. So he moved a little more. He was more busier with the right hand. He did the same thing. Check hook, move to stay busy to keep Castillo from punching. When Castillo stopped punching, he stand still, execute the jab. He do the same. That's why I used to be like, niggas, when niggas fight Floyd, they used to be like, watch every interview. They say, I could beat Floyd. I'm faster. I'm stronger. And I used to be like, they're going to lose. Because they not paying attention what this nigga doing. I'm watching him. If you punching, he's moving. When you stop punching, soon as you stop, he stop moving and be in range and he start executing a jab immediately to your guts and head. Fast. And the check hook. Soon as you start trying to get on him, he go right back to moving. Check hooking you. Jabbing and moving. Soon as you stop punching, he goes right back to the same shit. By this time, it's the 4th round. His dad is going to say, or his uncle, after the 4th round, you know they slow down. They do slow down. Floyd start running other shots. Start running the body, the right hand to the body, circling out to the right. Right hand to the head, circling out to the right. Then after the 6th round, it's right hand city. Pull counters all day. You done. You're dead. You know why? Because every fighter who fought Floyd, they come out trying to put pressure, throw the right hand. They start throwing all their punches away too quick. Floyd only uses the jab and the front hand. The jab.
I remember listening to during 24/7 when Floyd was about to fight Shane. Brother Nassim Richardson said that we got to study Floyd's tendencies, which I believe was smart. Because he said the guy doesn't really too much make mistakes, but he always has tendencies. And what's going to happen? He called it to the T. This is actually pretty impressive.
No, he did.
He said Shane's going to catch Floyd with something early. And then Floyd is going to step back. I think he said he going to grow wings, grow a tail, grow some things, and start spitting fireballs at Shane. And the question is Shane going to be able to adapt after that? And Shane wasn't able to adapt after that.
Yeah,
because he didn't call it early with Shane catching Floyd with something heavy early. And
that's the wrong shit to do. You can't catch a fighter like Floyd early with nothing. That's what my point is. He said against the Ricky Hatton fight, it's like he showed his hand too early. It's like, I know you want to catch him with the right hand because that's your hard shots for Shane. Once you get it off, it's over with. I made a mistake. And if you don't knock Floyd out, it's just like you're not going to win. because now the right hand is over with. You still looking for it, and Shane never had a good jab. He never had a good jab hand. You know why? Who trained Shane?
Jack Mosley.
He never boxed. And then after that, who trained Shane? Nassim Richardson. He never boxed. And Nassim Richardson had sons that never went nowhere. Why? Because that shit, all that, yeah, swim, don't get wet. Man, that you not talking about shit. Rest in peace. I love him. But that taught me that you not talking about shit. You not telling him nothing. Yeah, he gonna be a dragon and do all this and Shane go. We're not saying, well, where was the adjustment? You never fixed this jab. That jab is not gonna beat Floyd. Is you out your fucking mind? Like, not y'all in the jaw, just talking to the audience, period. Like, are you out your mind? What, how, like, bro, listen, your jab when you're fighting at the level of Floyd has to be, listen, sometimes your jab might have to be a hook because you might not be able to land the jab the way you want to. Then
hey, King, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
now
sir.
that his career is over, we can take full perspective on it. How do you think Floyd would have done versus somebody like Paul Williams or Vernon Forrest?
He would have beat Paul Williams because Paul Williams lost to Carlos Quintana, who was not even good for real. Paul Williams done decent, but he didn't know how to move his head. And Floyd, Paul Williams can do all that jabbing coming forward and right hand, but Floyd gonna slip, turn you, stick you to the guts, and move. Like, and then early Floyd, at what weight they fighting at? 47?
Yeah, Paul will be at 47.
Yeah, he gonna get his ass boxed up. Floyd is, listen, no matter what you say, is Floyd hard to hit? Yes. He would have boxed his ears off. Margarito boxed his ears off. Especially now we know Margarito was packing the gloves. Without the gloves packed, he wouldn't even be able to hit Floyd or do nothing. That shit not gonna work like that. And Floyd end up hurting Margarito and stopping him because he not slipping no punches and Floyd got power. Like, me and my nigga seen Floyd sparring in person. It's not what you think. You will be damn near dying there. I'm dead serious. I'm not joking one bit. Like, against like any fighter, bro. The only fighters that Floyd would have had problems with would have been Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Roberto Duran.
No, he wouldn't have had no problems with Roberto Duran because we seen through Sugar Ray Leonard that Roberto Duran is here for a fight. He's not here to be chasing niggas. That's not me.
Well, what if you fought Duran at 35?
It don't matter. He did. It don't matter. Floyd at 35.
That Duran brings a better fight.
Floyd at 35 will probably almost stop Duran then, because Floyd at them weights was. Duran was the best lightweight of all time, and Floyd was the best 30-pounder of all time. But Floyd had better defense in their careers at those times when Duran was at those weights. And Floyd is a supreme boxer, and Duran has a problem with boxers and movement. That's why Sugar Ray. See, Sugar Ray, remember I told the story when Sugar Ray Leonard's favorite fighter was Joe Frazier first? So that's how he fought in the amateurs. That's why he thought he could do that with Roberto. Like, well, I could do that shit too then. And he lost in a small margin in a split decision. Then he said, well, then I'll just box him the next time. That's what Floyd did with Castillo and Maidana. And that's what he would have did with Duran. He would have boxed him. And that's one thing you cannot see Floyd in boxing, bro. Speed, check, hook. He got all the skills Duran got. And unworldly defense, bro. The defense is crazy. So that's the thing. Like, he would have did, the person that would have gave him problems is a Hearns. You got to get in, and Floyd would have had to get in against Hearns. Hearns don't give, if you short, he's not letting you in, and that's why Roberto Duran got knocked out. He couldn't get in. He didn't want to be dealing with that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, those are the things. You know what I mean? We about to get up off of here, though. Hey, listen, we want to thank y'all for coming in today. Those were some good questions. We be cooking on here, blood.
Salute, good brother. Salute.
No, most definitely salute to the guys in the Discord. You got to come up in the Discord, ask your questions. That's when you can cook, and then you can go and hear yourself back on the playback. You know what I mean? I ain't being stingy with it. You know what I mean? This what the Discord be looking like. You be on here. I can show my face on the Discord if I want to. You know what I mean? But we just cooking so people can call in, ask questions, and we can keep the lives going. So we'll hit y'all later. Hit that Cash App. You know what I mean? Salute to Hamza. You my favorite boxing personality. You know what I mean? You know, I get it. Spirit.
You coming back Monday or like Tuesday, or what day you coming back?
Shit, this is every day, bud. So, cause now niggas gonna be coming in and talking. I don't have to be talking the whole time. Like, I just be taking my time with that shit and knowing, and like, I have to create a certain order first, because I don't want all the arguing and all the bullshit, corny shit, and niggas capping. Like, we know you got a favorite fighter, that's cool, but we're just gonna break it down. So when you watch boxing, or if you betting on boxing and you arguing or you debating with a nigga who think he know the craft, you can really be like, no, this is, look at it. And niggas will be like, damn, it's all about enlightenment and getting better. That's a fact. That's all I'm about, my G. That's what this chart is about. And since we in the age of Owl Set, we always read and end with her law, Isis in the Greek construct. She's number 9. Her law is prepare to sacrifice everything to become a vessel of the supreme being on earth, and you will in turn receive everything. This is devotion to the supreme being. So that means, and listen, she is your consort. She is Isis, or Al Set is your consort. She brings you to the Lord so you can become Osiris, the green man with the white hat. Why you think the Pope got the hat on, bro? The hat that stand up on his head. That's the Kemetic hat of Al-Seir, the Lord. Al-Sardis, the Godhead, Ra. They all the same. This is different divinities. Al-Seir is time and space, number 1. 0 is no time. That's the egg for which everything comes. Somebody cracked that egg. Ptah, the crackler grape. Apep, other different entities. You know what I mean? They tell it in a story form, but it's just creating things. This is how the creator made these things happen. Everything started from nothing. To realize that, you realize you have one thing. When you realize that you have one thing, that one thing is everywhere, and it's only things everywhere, omnipresence. Number 2 is omniscience, all knowing. And listen, on African law says the ability to know is unlimited. So when niggas be like, you can't know everything, that shit cap. That shit cap. That shit, that's the most cap that I ever fucking heard in my life. My whole life, not living. When I die and I'm with the creator, I'll go back to the creator and I'll be like, hey, creator, I heard that cap again. They be trying to tell you you can't know everything, and you gave us the spirit. That means you denouncing your own spirit that God created for you to move around. And they say the first ye seek the kingdom of heaven. Where is it? It's within. If God is in heaven and God created all of this and heaven is within you, that means you got all the answers. You just haven't did no fucking studying. And then you go back to the Bible and say, study to show thyself approval. I sound like my nigga Rev X. that used to be cussing on the John, light skin Rev X. I sunned him. I sunned him, bro. I used to watch him on TV cussing people out, talk about the Bible, and then I was on a live with him and sunned him. He was dead. He wasn't cussing and doing all of that when I came on. I sunned Rev X, bro, on a live with his own Bible, bagged him. Like, I don't play. Like, that's what we on here to be doing. Like, making sure we following laws. So when niggas is on here in their emotions about boxing, you're gone. I don't even have time for it. Because some niggas want to learn. They want to, argue with your mama. You know, that's my favorite, John. Argue with your mama. I argue with my mama. Because she a woman and she needs to understand her place. Once I reach the age of maturity, of prophecy, and the man that I am, hey, mom, I understand you the queen, but now I'm the king I've reached it. I'm the king. I'm Tutankhamun, but I'm Hamza Heru Amen. I'm not, see how the names say the same? Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun, but it's not Ankh, it's Tutankhamun. But it's Ankh in there. Mine is Hamza Ham Heru, which means king, Troy king, and Amen. And if you read the Bible, Jesus was the Amen, the hidden consciousness of the God. That's why they say he was the Lord. He was one of the last ones, but then Muhammad came. And then Muhammad was the last prophet. Muhammad was Jesus. That's listen, literally, not like figuratively. He didn't like read. No, if you read the Quran, in the Quran, Jesus, it states that he was never on the cross. He tricked the Romans. The Romans was asking, that don't look like Yeshua up there, the man y'all say is Jesus. And then he was like, hold on, something might be, is that Jesus up there? And the Romans was like, his disciples were shaking it. See, when you read the Quran and start being prejudiced, I didn't need, listen, an imam spoke that when I was watching the lecture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no wonder why they keep saying he never died on it, because he pulled a fucking move. And then when you go to Muhammad, that's why he say, no, we don't show we don't show the face of Jesus. We don't Muhammad. You will never see his face. It's not important. Now, why is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam the same? Islam is the last. Niggas claim they know who Jesus was walking around on earth, Yeshua HaMashiach. But then when Muhammad start walking, no, I don't want to be seen now. I don't want to be seen. I'm good. You can't see me. You cannot. Nigga, that's Jesus. You not about to fucking fool me. It's Abrahamic. The nigga Jesus was known as the Christ from Galilee. He was also known as Jesus of Nazareth. He had multiple names running around high, and that's why the Romans was like, man, who is this nigga Jesus and what he look like? He going around saying he the son. And he kept saying, man, why is y'all tripping? It say ye are gods in your law. Why are y'all tripping off me? He said, you know what? I got something for y'all. Or y'all gonna try to crucify me because I'm evading tax? That's a fact. If you read the New Testament, lawyers and shit. That's why I be talking about this. So he evaded them. They got the wrong guy. And then in the Quran, they going around literally saying, well, I don't think, and now he Muhammad now. With Aisha and them. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, Ham is in his name, in Muhammad's name. It's in Hamza's name. That's why they say he was the uncle. Like, get on the book, read, learn. I'm telling you, the truth is there. It's not your truth. You don't have your truth. The truth is the reciprocal relationship. Two things and the whole as fixed by nature. So you don't have your own, once again, you don't have your own program down here. There's already a system running. So you take that to boxing. You don't have your own boxing program. You don't. Anybody who did, their back started getting busted because they didn't take on another program. Watch Durant, how he fought early, and then watch how he evolved in his style. If you do something else, you gotta evolve. You gotta get better. You gotta master fundamentals. You gotta learn how to do different jobs in there. We're out of here. I'm in Hutep.